AD claims his 33rd Player of the Week honor, second with the Suns. He's now tied with
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Suns Valley Podcast in the house.
Number one.
That's crazy.
More than double that. 69 for LeBron James.
It's amazing.
It really is.
He's got the clean cut. He's ready.
One of the first games in a minute where we're actually hopeful, happy, filled with expectations that could come crashing down. Let's be honest.
Yeah, absolutely did. It could have gone either way, certainly. But yeah, you look at.
Gonna be an interesting night. Hit that like button, please.
Yeah.
All of you that are in here already, hit that like. Let's have a huge stream tonight, one way or the other. Hopefully it's another big win. I mean, can you guys even still believe that we beat the Cavs like that? Like,
It was the most needed at the time.
still doesn't feel real, if I'm being completely honest.
And we're looking up at Dallas. So yeah, this is
Really doesn't.
right there.
Needed against one of the toughest teams.
Lower that down a little bit.
Shares the anniversary with TC.
Matchup predictor has the Suns winning. Let's see. I want to refresh this and see.
Nash 7. TC had 2.
Oh, I had 2.
You had 2.
Okay, so Dame's out, Portis is out, Jericho Sims is out, and all we've got is Bradley Beal out. I can live with that, you know? Homestand's been good to the Suns. 3-game win streak, I believe. It's just been 3, right, guys? 3 games. Let me pull the chat up on my phone here. Yep, K9, 1 second. Find another VIP. Full house tonight. I'm sure you guys are all stoked for what we hope will happen. Once again, I go back to that quote from Hawkeye in the MCU where he says to Black Widow, "Don't give me hope. Don't give me hope. I don't even want hope. I'm dead inside. And hope is just going to hurt me again." That's what I'm worried about for us tonight. I really am. I'm worried for you guys, all right? I can handle it. My whole life's been a disappointment. I'm built for this. You guys, though, you got your whole lives ahead of you. You guys think you're going somewhere. You know? 88 watching, 22 likes. Guys, help us get up to like 30, I guess. That'd be dope. To start here, we got to hit 100 here in the first quarter. We got to do that. It's been a long time coming. Sundo should have poverty solved. I thought he was going to have poverty solved by the time the game started, but I guess not.
The ball is sponsored by FanDuel, America's #1 sports.
Might have one, Mikey. Let me go look for it.
Michelob Ultra, worth it. Fry's Food Stores, fresh for everyone.
Got one
And by
here.
Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Achieve legendary status. So you do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
What's going on, Baby Boy Metro? We got Toasty in the house, Charles Green in the house, Zambuki, Brian AZ, Big Bad Brad, Christopher Johnson, my wife Katie in the house. What's up? Alex Wolf, what's good? He might have been. I don't even know if he really exists. It might have been us conflating Severance and real life. You know, it might have been Dylan on the show all along. Got Michael Evans in the house, Michael McEwen, Devin Emery, Meatloaf, Indigo, what up? Yeah, I think he'll play again this season, Indigo, and the way things are going, there's no reason to push him back into the lineup until he's 100%. We don't need 70% Beal playing. We really don't. Washington Productions, what's up? Sports Geek, I'm worried about that too, Washington. I am worried about what happens with the Mavs when he comes back, right? What up, Courts in the house? We got Brian AZ, Don Dripper. What up?
And guard multiple positions. He can also protect the rim, is super active, and can use his voice. So all in all, a great addition to this Suns team.
Grayson back.
Plus minus each.
I would imagine coming off the bench. Last 6 games he's been out with a
more than the entire month of February.
Foot injury.
Yeah, and again, when you're playing well and your energy is having an effect on the game, you stay
Had a
in.
little foot ski.
And that's how it should be. You know, you earn your minutes, especially when you're a young player. And that's right now lately what our guys are doing, and let's hope that continues.
A late switch there in the starting
Annie
lineup.
up.
You see Richards, who was sidelined Friday,
Annie up.
is back in the starting lineup. Have to keep an eye on.
All right, Nick Rich versus Lopez. Rich gets it to Gillespie, our new starting point guard, by the way.
We are underway.
Screen. Well, gonna just kick it over to Durant. There's a screen from Dunn. Dunn to the rack, loses the dribble off of Brook Lopez's foot. Giannis saves it. Ryan Dunn chasing down Giannis full court. All right, so I guess we got Dunn on Giannis, and we get a Kuzma 3 from the top of the key to start. That was quick.
And Doc Rivers was talking about Kuzma, and he said, you know, we were trying to avoid not screwing
Book
up because of the injury.
into the paint, kicks it out to Dunn. Dunn's got Giannis on him in return. Durant crossing up Kuz, working on Kuz. Kuz cuts him off, backing him down, turning around, fading with 1 foot and hitting the meaty. The hamburger meat is gone. No more hamburger helper, folks. All right, we got a fresh haircut.
At 225 pounds.
Fresh haircut.
14 rebounds in her cover behind win.
Giannis driving left, spinning. Get into the corner to the most wide open Taurean Prince he's ever been. I want someone's head for that mistake. Too aggressive? I think not. Whip pass from Durant to Gillespie is a lazy pass. Deflected, out of bounds off Gillespie. Durant still can't pass, folks. One of the best players of all time can't pass the ball without turning it over. No, I'll have to look at, see if I get a close-up of them. Ooh, those do look kind of cool. They kind of look like Lakers colors, though. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about all that. Taurean Prince Euro kicks it out. Kuzma corner threesma, no good. Rebound from Richards. Durant pick and roll with Rich. Kicks to Rich, into the corner to Dunn. Dunn, rocker step, travels. And finally, the Sundo has come back to Suns Valley. If you smell what the Sundo is cooking.
Are you done?
Lopez with a quick layup.
Are you done?
You know what's kind of cool? And maybe we should do this. Let's try this.
What's up?
17 points, 10 rebounds.
Where's my picture?
On Friday.
Why is the game behind me?
That's what I'm going to do, though.
Maybe the most impressive number, though.
The game behind us?
We were talking about turnovers as a Suns force one there.
There we go.
Only 1 turnover for Book in that game in 39 minutes against one of the better defenses.
Nestor Movizzle. VIP! I'm late, but still expect a VIP. There's 25 people in here, all right? The likelihood of there being a VIP for you is low.
So Colin Gillespie's been a starting point guard, huh?
Yeah. And the best part about it is
he's white.
Tyus Jones. That too. But Tyus Jones has been doing work off the bench. You know, I almost feel like he's meant to just be a bench player, at least with our team.
Shot making.
I love this double teaming of Giannis, making him have to move the ball.
Yeah, there's no VIPs available, guys. Sorry.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Has
this defensive effort been here the last few games too?
Yep.
I mean,
you'll see open threes given up. That's gonna happen. Ooh, Giannis. Yipes.
All right, so
what a dunk.
We'll probably get front runner Sundo again.
Well, I figured once I realized it was 9. Damn, deep 3. deep three, folks. Wow,
I'm here, folks. Sorry that I was in the
Middle East
Middle East
for so long.
I was everywhere, man. I was in the Sudan,
dropping bombs over Baghdad.
Bombs over Baghdad.
Okay. The nation of Stankonia is getting involved. They said they're going to drop bombs over Baghdad.
Doing all of that.
Durant ripped. Oh, gets it back. Oh my! What are you doing, Durant?
Was he trying to pass?
He was trying to alley-oop.
His
passing has been dog water, bro.
Yeah. Giannis is gonna do bully ball probably.
Yep.
In the playoff chase. Already winners tonight. Pacers winning against
Who dis?
Minnesota and Dallas won.
Ryan Rollins.
It's the rookie.
That's not a travel. Okay, I'll have to make a note of that.
Scoreless in that game Saturday.
East Memphis says stink.
First time he's ever
Oni though.
Doesn't work. Try again, Metro.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It really
D3
doesn't.
from Book. Got fouled. Or offensive? No, he's going to the line. Go.
Rollins a little enthusiastic on that one. I mean, that one went off a side screen at 24 feet.
And you see Suns coach Mike Budenholzer, of course, first.
See what? Dog hair everywhere.
Has coached against his former.
You got dog hair everywhere?
Milwaukee Bucks.
Everywhere.
Story of my house, dude.
Winning the NBA crown and
Code in the house. Already sarcastically eating popcorn.
Eating the popcorn.
Okay.
And there you see Doc, second season.
Ian, I need to get a good look at them because they look like they're Lakers colors. If that yellow is orange, you know.
That's not how that works. East Memphis said, what about Andre 3K though? No, it would be Andre 3000 though. That's really it, and it still doesn't work.
10 to 11. Suns keeping it close so far. No Dame tonight. No Beal tonight. No Bobby Portis tonight. If that means anything to you.
Matter of fact, I'm also not. I'm not. Shouldn't be even mentioned in the same sentence as Andre 3000 anyway. Let's just stop that.
Giannis just tried a midi and was rejected by the side of the rim. Open three,
Oh, done.
Dunsky. Ay, ay, ay!
Ugly.
That was very ugly. No good.
Just missed the double-double as Kuzma on the drive.
Come on, come on, come on. Rebound. There we go.
I forgot they got Kuzma now.
It's a good pickup. Richards in the corner. Over to Durant. Back to Richie. Rich!
Ooh, man dunk, man dunk.
Bro, no part of me thought he was dunking that ball. I thought no part of me. He was so far away from the rim, and there was two defenders. God, he's kind of explosive. But that's not a foul against Giannis. Elbowing Richards in the mouth on the way to the rim. I forgot. He's a fullback. I forgot. He gets to play exactly like Jerome Bettis. Bro, it's like I literally... Giannis is the one player I don't feel bad for when he gets injured. I really don't. Every other player in the history of humanity, even Pat Beverly, I don't want to see injured. But Giannis, it's like, bro... You bring it on yourself, and you injure probably 17 players per month from other teams. Lopez with a little hook. Too easy.
Lopez strong outing on Saturday, and that comes behind win as well. He had 21.
I'll be the judge of that, Metro. Kevin Sanchez says, come on, Suns can't lose to the Bucks. Oh, we can. We can, and I also would mention that it feels like the Bucks have really had our number over the last, 6 games we've played them. Have we beaten them? Do we ever beat the Bucks? Or does Bobby Portis not just...
It's always Bobby Portis show when we
destroy
play the Bucks,
us and make it not even
always
close.
The BP show when we play the Bucks.
Man. We beat them last season, says Brian. Did we?
Yeah. You know, I'm going to be real. Maybe I shouldn't have showed up because...
those KDs
y'all been on that winning
clean.
streak. The irony of the Suns going on a win streak when Sundo loses. Stop it. Stop it.
Is that Desmond Bane's little... Is that Desmond Bane's little cousin? Bro is yoked. Yeah, those are kind of clean. I mean, the laces are like blue, Metro.
Some of the new Xenoblade Soga X? Is that what you're talking about?
Hello. A lot of milk in the stands. Not that.
I haven't played X yet. X was out in the Wii U back in the day. I never played it then, and you know what? That might be something I do just to sort of.
He said X.
Ease the nerves. Yeah, I might go ahead and get Xenoblade Chronicles X and play it. Just something to ease the nerves. You know, after a long trip to the Middle East, and you know,
and back.
Still have some have some.
I mean, they keep going back to her, and I do understand.
And you understand why. Like, you understand why they keep
and then
going
they
back
try to play
lady.
it off like that's not what they're doing by showing those
kids. By showing
it's
those
like,
two
we know
people.
what you're doing.
We know what you're doing, bro.
This isn't even about the game. This is about that cameraman sneaking his own personal peek. Okay? That's what it is. Like,
bro said,
he's just taking us...
And yeah, bro, and she didn't even care. Like, lady, you were in an arena with kids around.
NBA championship.
Didn't even care.
4 games. That guy there on the right side.
Bud looking confused as all get out. You know,
because they're not playing random enough.
That's true. Beats? I do not think so, man. We got 20. We got a full house right now.
I just feel like that's a foul, but whatever. See, this is what happens when you watch March Madness for the week, and then you come back to NBA, and you just start to think to yourself, "There's no way it's not rigged."
Way lower.
Yeah, and there's no way it's not rigged either.
They don't play like this in college, where they play like their lives depend on it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be the I hate NBA guy because I'm not, but yeah, man. When the
hey, he's more light bright
different
than me, right?
Who?
The dude shooting the ball. That's my light bright. Shade.
Big boy though. I mean,
Rollins. Ryan Rollins. I might be a little more light bright than him. Let's be honest. He gets a little more sun than me.
Ready for action, dipping in the boat. We never relax, and now cast is everlasting. There you go, East Metro.
Ooh, those are clean. Those are purple and yellow and blue and all kinds of colors.
Michael, good to see you too, bro. Good to see you too, brother. Let me tell you something here, brother.
Don't need to remind you how significant that is.
Rollins free throw. Good. 19-12.
Yeah, so already managing half game there.
Booker.
Ties to Book. That's definitely... Wow. Bro, he finished that. Final boss, Roy Maivia, 199 Durno. Says, who you got for March Madness? I got Arkansas.
You know what? I got Duke. I got good old Cooper Flag.
Could be a good pick. I haven't paid attention. I don't think I've watched one game.
I watched them play, and they demolished Baylor.
8 early points here for Book.
Yeah. I've been sleeping
average not quite 28 points per game
all day, every day, because I've been sick. I'm finally at the tail end of what might have been COVID, bro. I don't know.
Probably COVID,
but it was rough.
They don't believe in it in Texas.
That's true.
So you probably did. Just you don't believe in it. So
Book pull up. Good stuff, Nick.
Gabe's like, why get tested?
Good stuff, Nick. Yeah, I didn't even bother getting tested because it's like, what does it matter? Like, I've had it twice already.
That's how I feel about it, bro. Like, I had it one time, almost died. At the second time, not so bad. At the third time,
It's like, if I get it, I know the drill. Sleep all day.
Correct.
And, you know, I mean, stay away from people.
Yeah, Michael, it was the first time I had COVID, bro. The first time. You can ask, Port. Like, it was no bueno for me, bro.
Played 2013 to 2015.
Ryan says his dad's got it right now. It must be going around. Something's going around.
Cody Martin.
I remember the first time when I vaguely remember. I vaguely remember. I don't remember the night of. I do remember waking up finally. I remember waking up finally and was like, "Oh yay, I'm conscious. I can do stuff." And I remember walking downstairs, getting on my PlayStation and trying to beat Ghost of Tsushima, and it took every ounce of energy in me to play a video game.
Oh, bro, I bet it was torture. I bet you didn't even really want to play it.
I mean, I beat it, and I remember beating it. I remember seeing the story at the end. I was like, "Yay, I beat it!" And then I went to bed.
If I even ate a grilled cheese, yeah, bitch, yeah, Giannis, shut up! God, I hate him so much, bro. It's like, until I see him, I don't hate him. But once I see him, it's like, you know, it's like a dog with a mailman. If that goes, yeah, Suns ball.
Lopez and Milwaukee.
I mean, I think the
Asia was good.
The gall of Giannis to be upset about not getting a foul call when all he does is foul people every second he's on the floor. Yeah, it got blocked, you Greek bitch. By the way, Martin has been a breath of fresh air for this team. He can't shoot a lick. He is worse than Okogie shooting. But everyone loves him. That should tell you how helpful he's been.
What about Micic?
No time, no playing time. Dad never plays. Might as well not be on the team.
Giannis, bro.
But that's because your boy Gillespie has already locked down that spot.
36% of the field.
No VIPs available, Tiger Dudes. There's 26 people watching. We only have 20 VIPs. And for some reason, Sundo has to have one of them. They don't just give him his own, like,
yeah,
permanent.
Last season they gave me my own permanent one. This time they're like, no.
Trent, good. But during, you know, things like timeouts, quarter changes, halftime, people leave, and then we're able to slide the VIPs over. So if you don't want to lose your VIP, don't leave the playback lobby. Durant fouled. Shut up, bitch. Durant fouled going to the line. And your ex-wife, ref. We got your ex-wife, ref.
No, Natalie's finally there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Giannis might have got fouled.
I see her.
Yeah, build a wall, dude. Seriously, Meatloaf. Like, if anyone should know...
Are we talking Trump style?
That too. But if anyone should know the best ways to stop Giannis, it should be Bud. But Bud doesn't understand defense.
It should be
so maybe
building the wall.
You know, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It's 27-19. That ain't great. That ain't great. We keep allowing.
It'll be a beautiful wall, and they're gonna pay for it.
Mr. President, they said that they're not gonna pay for it. It just got 10 feet taller. That's the type of demon time he's on. Okay. All right, won't listen to reason.
I can't believe you said that stupid stuff, bro. It's gonna be 10 feet taller.
It's like your parents it's like your parents are like, It's like, you remember when people would get detention, they'd be like, all right, that's 1 day of detention. And it's like, I don't care, 2 days. I don't care, 3 days. We keep going. I give you all week. And then the student finally stops talking because they're like, fuck, I just gave myself 2 weeks of detention to try to look hard. I will. I'll let you guys know when VIP is open. For sure.
What's the longest detention you've ever had, Gabe?
Shoot. You know what was way worse than detention? Because I don't feel like detention was really the punishment. I mean, it was kind of bad, but I don't feel like that was the bad thing. The bad thing was in-school suspension.
Yes,
They might as well spray me down with a fire hose, bro. Like,
Yes, bro.
the worst days
I would much
of
rather
your
have.
life.
I would much rather have OSS than ISS, bro.
Holy shit! Oh, of course.
School suspension.
Of course, I'd rather my dad beat my ass at home for getting suspended than have to sit through school in one chair, hearing everyone running around like you're Squidward
Facts,
watching
dude,
SpongeBob
bro.
and Patrick
Mhm.
through the
Right,
fucking
bro?
halls.
Yes, dude.
And all you
Yes,
have
man.
is homework, which I wasn't going to do anyways. But now I'm actually being forced to do it. It was
Forced to do the
hell, bro.
homework, or your stupid music teacher gives you a stupid assignment to do that he's not even gonna read. That happened to me, bro. I was
Nightmares, bro. That's how you get people to act right. In school
Exactly,
suspension.
dude. ISS, man.
Actual
for me,
prison
I had,
sentence.
Listen to me, Gabe. Listen to me. I had 1 day of ISS in my entire school career, I guess we can call it. From kindergarten to high school. 1 day. Never again.
Never again.
And do you want to know why I had the 1 day ISS? Because I missed tutoring for one morning. One morning of missing
What kind
tutoring.
of Jesuit?
Because at the day, like back in the day, you know, your boy, Bush, like initiated the whole initiated the whole. There was like something that was
The
going
whole
on where,
black
like,
men
state-
must be tutored or else they go to in-school
it was like
suspension
some
law.
state thing or some federal thing. I can't remember, but like if you had a certain grade average, like if you were behind, and I was only behind because I just didn't turn in homework, not because I was stupid.
Yeah.
And so you had to go to tutoring. It was every morning. They called it Raider Hour. Okay.
Wow.
As I was in my school, that was the mascot of my school. And so you had to go for an hour, tutor, and no one ever tutored. It was just people sitting there cutting up. You just had to sit there. You know what happened for me? I had 2 seniors that would give me rides to school, right?
I
'Cause didn't drive them.
unlocked a childhood trauma of
dude,
yours.
this is absolute childhood trauma.
Also floater! Go on.
Oso floater. So I had 2 seniors that would give me rides to school. They picked me up every morning, whatever. And so they're seniors, first of all, so they didn't have to go. The seniors were omitted from the program. And so they just picked me up at my normal time because I didn't get there early because I didn't ride the bus. And they're like, oh, we're just going to pick you up normal time. I said, okay, bet, whatever.
Durant
Get called to the
3.
principal's office the next day. The principal's like, why didn't you go to Raider Hour? I was like, because I ride with so-and-so, and they gave me a ride. And they're like, well, you missed it, and the rules are you get ISS. And I'm like, get out of here.
And you didn't know how bad ISS was really going to be until you experienced
Dude,
it.
I sat there. I'm not gonna lie to you. It sucked, but also it was kind of cool because like it was on a particular day, like nothing was happening. So
But see,
thank
what
God
they did in
it
our
just-
ISS
man,
is they
bro.
wouldn't let you talk to nobody. There was no cutting.
No.
up in
I didn't talk to nobody
ISS.
either. No. I didn't talk to nobody either. Like you sit there all day. You go get lunch. Your lunch hours so early in the day, separated from everybody else. You get no good milk. You got white milk. You didn't get chocolate milk. Okay, like you got what you got in this thing, bro. You're right. It's like being in prison in school, dog. Here's your white milk. Here's your dry food. Here's your PB&J sandwich.
Terrible. That's where Metro should spend the majority of his childhood, if you think about it. You know.
Anyway, you're right. That was an absolute traumatic experience.
Yeah.
The worst. Never happened again, though. Went to every radio hour since then. And in my sophomore year, A's and B's.
Damn. See, it didn't have that effect on me. I just didn't care. Yo,
A's
so
and B's, my
they
sophomore
traded
year.
for Kevin Porter Jr. as well, away from the Clips. Bro, this dude,
Did they
Kevin
really?
Porter Jr., used to be a up-and-coming dynamo. That's right, I said dynamo. But then he went all Miles Bridges on somebody.
He really did.
And he hasn't been the same since. He's just not as good. He does. I hope not. I hope he's not as good. It just seems like he's not as good.
Highest, top of the key. Kuzma.
Trying to get into the hands of Durant.
Durant.
Junior steps out
Get past O'Neal. O'Neal. Highest.
It
for
probably
three.
goes.
No good.
No, he's been hitting.
Rebound.
Martin. Okay.
My guy.
That's too late. I've already co-opted him. I've already told the chat that you don't like him.
No, you didn't give me.
I already,
equal
but you
opportunity,
weren't
bro.
here.
You didn't give me the equal opportunity.
Tyus!
You
What is
suck.
wrong? Get him out. Get Gillespie back in. That's a fireable offense. That was insane.
How about this? Give me Monty Morris.
Bro, Monty came in. He played 1 fourth quarter, half a fourth quarter, and I kid you not, he went 4 for 4 from 3, and we haven't seen him since. Were you here for that?
No, I wasn't here for that.
4 for 4 from 3. The crowd was going crazy because everything he put up went in. Can't play him. Won't play him.
Then Bud's like,
And that was only
he's
because
not random enough.
we
That's
were,
too consistent. Not random enough.
it was only because we were down too much. That was it. One reason he played.
Whoever asked me about Raw, I only watched the first promo from John Cena, so don't spoil it for me. Alex Wolf, who has the better SmackDown WWE move, Sundo or Gabe? I mean, what would your finisher be?
Check of the help that they brought to you by Banner Health, official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Suns.
Are you going to be a
have to think
technical
about it.
wrestler?
I have to think
Are you
about
gonna
it.
do
But I was
the
thinking
frog
about Stone
splash?
Cold. And
What
I
about
was
Stone Cold?
thinking, do you think that Stone Cold could physically still give stunners?
Yeah, he
conditioning
did. He did it at
is
WrestleMania. What are you talking about?
Okay.
He does it all the time.
Okay. Just checking because I know he quit for injuries. I know his body couldn't.
Oh, yeah, he
withstand
still
the
gives stunners all the time.
Do you think he could take the occasional shove bump? Nothing crazy.
Gabe, I literally showed you WrestleMania 22 where he took a bump on the concrete.
Okay. So why doesn't Triple H or whoever's running the show go to him and say, we want you to be the Shawn Michaels GM. We want you to be here so your mic skills are here. You
I think it's on him.
occasionally
I think it's on
stun
him.
people.
I think it's on
but
him.
I'm
I think it's on
talking
him.
throw the Brinks truck because,
Oh,
bro,
I mean-
if they bring him back, I come back.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think that's all on Stone Cold Steve Austin, not at the
Brinks
WWE that's
truck.
going on.
What don't you understand about Brinks truck?
But hear me out, Gabe. So this WrestleMania, Stone Cold Steve Austin will be at WWE World. And so the rumor is he's going to be involved in the Cody Rhodes match. Hopefully that's true.
Throw money at him that he can't refuse. Throw so much money at him that Miss Deborah comes back looking, sniffing around for some of it.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, Miss Deborah.
What happened with them, by the way?
They got a
Miles
divorce?
Bridges?
What happened?
I heard it was some Miles Bridges.
Why don't you Google it? I'm sure it'll. You know what? Fine.
I don't have any concrete
happened
evidence.
with what happened?
Not her cookies,
to
though.
Stone
Sports Geek, not her
Cold
cookies,
and
though.
Deborah.
But you know what I mean? Like, throw a contract at him just to be. Remember when Vince would always have a general manager that was a stepped down wrestler, a wrestler that was done with the in-ring stuff but was still a legend. You know? Asia, I haven't seen any March Madness. I haven't been paying attention.
You are correct.
Was it some Miles Bridges shit? Damn it, Stone
Yep.
Cold.
You are
Is it
correct.
proven?
Just allegations. But you know what they say nowadays.
Believe all women.
I didn't expect you to actually say that.
Well, is that what they say?
I don't
Is that
know.
what you were alluding
is that,
to?
Is that what they say? You
That's
tell
what
me.
I do naturally. You know? My wife runs roughshod around this house because anything she says, I have to believe.
That led to 11 quick and easy Milwaukee points, but they settled down the last 5 minutes without any turnovers.
Anyway, the injury question, Stone Cold might be at WrestleMania, so might be the time to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, being Stone Cold, having his reputation and getting that allegation is rough, bro. You know? What a steal from Goose.
No, that was Grey Goose.
Goose. They basically
wrong
look
white guy.
exactly
wrong white
alike.
guy. Wrong white guy.
My guy. The guy you said you didn't like his braids and he was too light-skinned to be on this
What is it, the braids?
Kuzma to your boy Trent.
Oso. What they talking about? What they talking about?
Huh?
What they talking about?
Ain't talking about nothing. Huh?
What they talking about?
That's a travel! Thank you, white, short, bald ref.
What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing.
Jeez. Guys, we got 70 watching. That's a hate crime. Can we get to 100, please? 100 likes. Oso floater, good. All right.
Hey, you know East Metro? They got me feeling some type of way, right? Call me the boogeyman. Foot up on the gas when somebody got to do it.
Step back.
I know about to beat. You know what? 90. Listen to turn this TV off.
To book, what a save. How about we run something here normal? How about we act normal? Book, mid-range fader. That's normal. Suns take the lead. Do you feel different watching? I mean, is this not like... This isn't the team that... Your little Middle East trip did something for this organization, is what I'm saying. Okay? It brought back something to this team, which was fight. Fight, fight, fight. Your favorite catchphrase in the favorite moment of your life. Right? Metro says, hot take, that's straight facts. The first half of TV Off clears the mustard hat. That whole song is so underrated. I know it gets a lot of play, but it's still underrated. Because that beat goes so hard, bro. It shouldn't be that good.
Which part? The whole beat or just
the intro? The whole beat, but the intro and the whole beat. It's just... It's like where? Where did it come from, bro?
That's what I be. Mustard! Yeah, bro.
The whole thing. It's like you go from yourself to having goosebumps. Like if you needed a song to help you do like a 1 rep max for bench press, that would be the song you would want to put on because instantly your blood gets pumping. I mean, there's other songs like that, but not
yes, Alcohol. This team does feel completely different with the Rooks playing. This team feels completely different with who they're playing. They're playing some dudes that actually give you energy. Imagine that.
I saw Bambi 1, Baby Malo, which is just, you know.
Hey now.
Your girl Bambi. All right.
It's not enough.
And Bambi is hilarious. I would 100%, if I was in high school and Bambi was in high school, we would be friends. I would actually spend time and hang out with Bambi because she's that funny. But to pick her for love is disgusting. Okay? But that's the joke. That's the absurdity. That's what makes it, hilarious. Did you see when Bambi dove on him and broke the chair?
No.
That throne that he sits on, he picks her to win, and she just loses it and crashes out, dives him, and the throne snaps, the legs snap. The whole thing goes backwards. You'll see it. You'll see that clip for sure. Nice pass from Guzma. Thank God it didn't roll in. Good foul there.
It's not enough.
Anytime you have that disadvantage down low and you're guarding the ball, you got to swarm. You can't make that person be able to, especially if they've given up their dribble. You got to make it difficult for them to make that pass. And so you have to get up on that guy with the ball.
17th season for Lopez.
Damn, he's in his 17th year, dude. How long have we been Suns fans? What the hell? Because remember, we got Robin Lopez. You were a fan back then, right? When we drafted Robin Lopez?
I do not remember that.
Maybe that was right before.
True professional, though. I mean, loves the game.
Yeah.
Not enough.
He was a scorer.
Asia Sundo, you ready for Thursday? That's the start of MLB season. To be honest with you, not really. I'm not even the biggest fan of baseball.
And all of that. So, Brooks Lopez proved that you can change your game to win, and that's exactly.
Didn't even know opening day was Thursday. Spring training lasts forever. It feels like, dude.
It's because the season never ends. There is no end to the season. They take one night off. Martin for three, told you. Like, I have zero confidence in his jumper, but I still want him out there. It's so weird.
Oh, got generic released 147.
I mean, I don't think he's always been that bad, but coming back from his injury, he has not gotten his shot together yet. Lopez baseline, reverse, caveman finger roll, looking like Dr. J. Wow. Book downhill, half spin. That is so pretty off the backboard. Oh my God. Oh my God. Down one. Porter working on Book. Goes baseline. Tries to drop it off. Don't call a foul. Just say it was thrown out of bounds off of us.
Use the glass. There it is right there. Makes the shot so much easier when you're off balance shooting the ball.
12 points for Book, 4 of 6 in the field in his 11 minutes. As Nick Richards will check back in here for Oso. Prince, Trent Jr., Lopez, Green, and Porter.
Lopez thought a backdoor. Why didn't you keep cutting, Porter? Like, he should have kept cutting, and he's mad. That shit was wide open for a dunk. That's on you, not Lopez. Book. Wow, Tyus. Thanks for the safe pass. Book for three, no good. Rebound, junior white boy extraordinaire. Who is that?
Porter Jr., quick trigger.
And Porter makes
I
up
never
for it
played
with
Detroit
three.
Become Human, Alex.
I heard it was good, though.
It is. I've watched people play it.
Goosey gets fouled.
Phenomenal from what I'm,
By the way, can I tell you what happened to me the other night? Something traumatic. I got to 99 out of 100 on Diamond 2 to become Diamond 1. I started laughing. I looked at my phone to see what time it was. It was way too late to text you because I wanted to text you and say, guess who's about to go on a losing streak? Okay. Which I did. All right.
Yeah.
And now I'm right down at the bottom of Diamond 2. But I was at 99 out of 100. I just started cracking up.
Yeah, bro. That's how it works, man.
Lopez for three.
Yeah, we gotta play Rivals if I can find myself wanting to play Rivals again.
Why wouldn't you want to?
Comes outside.
Still trying to, readjust to life in America after being in the Middle East.
That's true. I'll make a Goose, no good. I'll make a sock account, and then I'll make a Smurf, and then we can start, because you're going to have to start in bronze on computer. But that's fun. You got out of bronze in one night.
The Suns players are all saying, none of us touched it.
Alex, the more I play Gooners, the more I want to play Overwatch. But Gooners is really goonable, you know? By the way, Ryan Dunn just stopped a layup at the rim with a block. It might not have been a block, but he stopped it. Thought he might have just tipped it. Book fouled, and one, Kobe! I gotta start saying it because the way he's playing it, you know, I gotta start screaming it again. It's good, Brian. I'm trying to get to. My goal is to get to GM. If I get to GM 3, I'll throw a parade for myself. You'll never hear the end of it, is what I'm saying. But I was 1 point away from hitting Diamond 1. Just gonna take me a little bit of time.
Hey, bro, I saw this dope indoor soccer goal. I don't know if you've seen it. No, I love, since you're such a big soccer aficionado, you know what I mean?
There'll be 32 coming in that huge third quarter.
Quit outing me, Katie. They don't need to know all that. And it ain't no 9 or 10 a.m. It's like 6 or 7 a.m., all right? I'm a reasonable man. Don't hit this. Don't hit this. Thank you. I can't, my heart can't take a dagger like that. Book, spinning, crossing, tweening, passing to Goose, who saves it. 12 seconds, gets ripped from behind by Prince. Prince upset that the foul gets called. No, I'm rubbing your little toesy woesies at 10 a.m. I'm cleaning up the house at 10 a.m. I'm running errands and taking the trash out at 10 a.m. I'm grooming the dogs at 10 a.m. Okay? That's what I'm doing at 10 a.m. Being a good husband. Making you breakfast from scratch at 10 a.m. You better stop lying on me in there. Get married, they say. She'll have your back, they say. She won't cook you in the chat, they say. You're muted, what?
Don't worry about it. What happened as I was distracted?
What? She just opened the door in a threatening way. Is our food almost here?
No.
What did you order, bro?
Give me that little Heliar nudes, will you?
What did you order? What did you order?
Italian.
What Italian?
I got chicken parmesan. You got the same thing? Supposed to get something else so we can cut them both in half and have 2 different entrees. Get married, they say. You'll get to have 2 separate entrees, they say.
Get married, they say.
Oh, I'll come get her. I forgot you have a broken ankle, literally.
Do all that. What?
I'll tell you. Alex, you can't have this one, but you could have her brother. Her brother Quinlan. But you know what, Alex? We are planning on letting her have babies with an even cuter dog than this. His name's Rocket, after Rocket Raccoon. So if they have babies, Alex, I'll keep you on the short list.
Oh, look at the dog.
This is my granddaughter. Okay.
Granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
So whose dog is it?
Well, I've got her dad and mom in the other room. So it's like, how can she be my daughter if I have, you know what I mean? But her brother don't look like her. Her brother is
just
black
be having
and
multi-generational.
It's kind of dope. I'm not going to lie. And they were way easier to train because they just watched their parents do stuff and just did everything their parents did.
Previous play, a foul called on Torian Prince.
It's different than having one by itself. Yeah, that's a foul, Prince.
Coming over, so the
You know, I think today's the anniversary of Book scoring 70. Is that right, guys?
How'd they win the challenge?
What?
challenge. Yeah. For the Bucks.
Maybe he touched ball first?
No clue.
Lopez, if that...
Wow.
Can somebody Nancy Kerrigan this son of a bitch? Please?
Why?
Why? Because you're old and you're still doing shit like that. Was that Gillespie or was that Richards? Who got that tip? They gave it to Gillespie. The high-flying Gillespie. No, no, no. Lopez, no good.
Hey, we have the exciting whites on the floor.
Yeah.
Actually, we have the exciting light skins on the floor
No,
altogether.
Book, no! I feel like Ryan Dunsmore peanut butter skin.
Well, that's still considered a light skin.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Bro, I love Ryan Dunn's hustle so much.
He's still lighter than Kevin Durant. We got Team Light Skin on the court. Tiger says Katie funnier than Gabe. I believe it. I believe it.
Don't gas her up. I'll never hear the end of it.
Right
The chat thinks I'm funnier than you. Squawk, squawk. She's going to open his door again. Don't come in here. Your ankle can't handle it.
It's true. Then she got a scoot along.
She's got one. She's about to have to start using.
Y'all have hardwood floors or carpet?
Well, she's not scooting in the house. She's gonna try to go back to work on a scooter with a broken freaking ankle.
She's that much of a workaholic?
Yes.
Yeah, if I broke my ankle, bro, PTO is getting
for years. It won't heal. It just won't heal. I don't know what to tell you. It ain't healing right.
Oh my God.
Gooners. You know.
Respect Katie though, bro. Respect that, bro. Facts. Better than me. You're better than me.
It's a double whammy. It's a double whammy because she loves her job and she's a workaholic.
Yeah.
You know.
The unknown says Katie losing his handles in playback.
It's possible. It happens.
Also his passing skills, apparently.
His passing skills have been vanquished. All right.
Alex says, who has the final say in the Guerrero household? I'm not even going to bother. It's Katie. So just stop, Alex. It's Katie. We're not even going to bother and pretend it's Gabe. It's Katie.
Second free throw for Giannis. Look at Lopez beasting Richards for the rebound. God, he must weigh 325 pounds.
I mean, let's be real. That was
easy.
a violation with the refs just said Albert.
I know. That's true.
They will, and he's got to be ready, and God's got to be ready to shoot.
Open three for Durant. I need it. I get it. Tie game. Look, and the hamburger meat's all gone for you. He was giving us hamburger helper for days, by the way. It was looking real raggedy. Who is this white?
I don't know, but that shot is generic
AJ
shot.
Green?
133.
He's in the hundreds. The ones you don't even bother to go look at because you get bored by the 40s.
That's what that shooting form was.
Gets a screen. Richards on the roll. Drops it
It's not Richards, bro. He threw a freaking rocket at Dunn, bro.
I wasn't looking at him. Dunn's like, up, please.
This is something you have to work on in practice. Like Richards.
And he says, let me get on stream and you'll have 1 million subscribers. I bet. Well, market is.
Again, he's got to get better at that because if they continue to do what they just did.
But he's right, though.
field day of finding his teammates.
Yeah. Well, and keep in mind,
No, Brian, we'll get all the sponsors now. That would be perfect.
You know what I was thinking, man? I really do want you to look through the email with me because we get sponsor stuff, but it's like, number one, I'm lazy. Number two, I assume it's all affiliate. Number three, they're nothing that exciting. But, I mean, I suppose we could grind and just do...
Find out.
But it's like, do we want to do that? You know,
kinda late
is
in
it
the
worth
season,
it? Is it worth it?
Let me work
For
it.
the, you know, the disruption for the shows. It makes the shows, you know, a little different.
I thought it was
There's
pretty fun having ads in the middle of the show that you just click a button and it happen, and people
That
would be
was
like,
fun.
"What is this?"
That was fun because
And
that was,
making people mad, be like, "What is this?"
I know he's trying to do a lot and he wants to make the right decisions, but that's not the good decision right there.
You getting emails from our former group that would help us get sponsors. That's always annoying.
yeah.
You know, at this level, once a defensive player realizes that you're not,
We just gotta keep grinding. We'll be fine.
then that's when he starts to anticipate passes. Right. And guys are extremely smart. at
Giannis free
recognizing
throws are good.
And he is a very good shooter. You got to look at the rim.
Comes down 4. Royce to Durant. Kuzma guarding. Faced up. Ooh. Nice find for Gillespie. My exciting white. All right, let's go, Gillespie.
The way you said that.
He had all 3 of his three-point attempts Friday night in that win. Career high 13
Giannis to Broccoli hair.
Here's Rollins.
Back to Giannis, looking for somebody to injure. Settles for a pass to Prince in the corner for the 3. They answer that 3 right back.
45% from downtown this season for Torian Prince.
Durant, crossover. Pump. Float. Ay, ay, ay.
Almost a wedgie.
Ay, yo! Damn, Richards. I think Lopez is a little tall for him to be doing post moves.
I definitely shouldn't have showed up because we would have won this game if I didn't show
No,
up.
we're still showing way more fight than we normally do, you know.
That's not right.
That was a great pass from Giannis. They have to stay down on shooters, bro. I don't know why they think they can leave one guy open every time. It's like they're
But get a tech.
Title 4. That's a bad no call. I mean, it was pretty obvious. And you know how strong Giannis is. It doesn't take much for him to extend that arm and clear a path. They didn't make the call.
Yeah, technical foul called on Bud.
Now, how many times have we seen guys get called for a foul here? Now watch this.
definitely hooks the shit out of him.
Wrapped around his waist, and he didn't call it.
But Dunn didn't help the situation because Dunn was also wrapping his arm around him trying to steal the ball. So the hook didn't look at... Dude, I love the pressure from Gillespie. Gillespie was taking that mug to the rack left-handed, like full speed. They committed to him, and he hit a three-point shooter. There we go. Kuz to the rack. Easy finger roll. That's too easy, bro. Can we get some rim protection now, bud?
So there are 2 to go here in the first half.
Gillespie. To Durant. Short roll.
Trying to make it 4 straight wins.
Royce. Durant to the rack. Stops. Kicks it out to Royce. Bad pass. That's a travel on Royce. But they didn't call it. That was maybe not. Maybe they say he just bobbled it. But either way, that was ugly. Can we stop having Durant initiate?
I need you to remind me the next time I want to get the buttery garlic shrimp, don't get the buttery garlic shrimp.
Too garlicky?
Yeah.
Because I know it ain't too buttery.
In fact, you garlicky right now, bro.
Durant hits a nice little fader from the elbow.
Trying to get a stop here. If they can win this last minute.
Down 6. Here comes the double. Into the corner. Good actual rotation of defense. Oh, my God. Someone guarded the 3. Somebody
I will
pinched
say this:
me.
the team actually is rotating better now. Are they, like you said, are they leaving wide open 3s still? Yeah, it's like they make the rotations, but they're like, go ahead.
Yeah, they're like, well, I'm here and you're there. You know?
I'm here, you're there. Oh, and it's not a high percentage shot. Go ahead. Like, if you hit that, cool. I'm not gonna add any, any sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Any sort of other factor to make sure you miss this shot. It's just a 3-pointer. Only the modern NBA, everybody can shoot 3s, but go for it.
2 of 3 so far tonight.
Yeah, you give us one.
Second league in points per game, 6th in rebounds, 6th in field goal percentage.
Just miss one of these, you goon. Thank you, goon.
Yeah, Metro, man. Trust me, I'm definitely going to be front running here in about 50 seconds.
You got to shoot a few bricks up there, but they get the offensive rebound.
Fans, tell us where you're watching the Suns game. It's all sponsored by our friends at the Valley Chevy Dealers. Your chance to be featured in the broadcast.
Sundo still got an early day tomorrow.
Thank you, Alex. I mean, we had some good exponential growth. I think now we're kind of tied to the success of the Suns.
Absolutely tied to the success of the Suns. Or, you guys just figure out some other ideas to differentiate ourselves from.
Well, we could make content. We could go back to making content.
Look,
might be a start.
Look. That's a good start. But what content is there out there to make that you're just like, I want to make that video?
True.
I mean, it's all right. Like,
I almost did the other night, but I was going to after that win. But I was so sick, dude. I didn't play Rivals that night. That's how sick I was.
Ugh.
I mean, he's here.
Alex Wolf need the wrestling videos. We do need the Suns back. No.
Luis says you can't breathe near Giannis. I agree, but JV was right. He said you got to use your body, Oso, because Oso kind of used his hands to shove and stop Giannis's movement, and it's like you gotta body him. You have to be like attached to his hip. I know because that's what I struggle with on defense, stopping, actually sliding fast enough. But Giannis is just so long. He's really tough to do that to. Once he commits to a direction. Gillespie 3. Yay! Okay. I think after that 3, Sundo should stay for the third quarter. Holla if you hear me.
Now he's a perfect 5 of 5 going back to
Holla if you hear me. Corner 3. Where all my freaks at?
Kuzma's got it. Eyes the clock.
No, miss. 3 seconds. Go, Colin. Go. He's going to take a half quarter?
Oh, he missed.
At least he took it. Beal would have been like, dipsy-doo, dribble-a-roo, burn. Oh, what? The clock went? I had no idea. Let me throw it up late. Miss. Good thing that didn't hurt my shooting percentage. Because I'm chilling with my contract.
Are you talking about Bradley Beal?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he's not in the game.
I know, but he always does that shit. Give us a synopsis. We haven't had even a halftime synopsis for so long.
Looking, bro, I don't even know. What I do know is that I do actually like the way the team actually does look. Like, honestly, like coming back, and they actually do look a little better on defense. It's not like
they
as
care a little more.
Like they care a little bit. They're still not guarding the 3, but whatever, But at least some of the defensive efforts there. We're still getting. No, we're not. Gabe, we are out rebounding them all together.
Really?
23-15. more offensive rebounds too. So they're just shooting better than us this game. They've taken the same amount of shots. They've taken 6 more threes, and they've hit, and they're 7 of 19. We're 5 of 13. So I mean, as far as it goes, this is actually an evenly matched team. Like, they are shooting a better percentage than us, and that's why they have the lead. But other than that, we're keeping up with them. This game, turnovers though, 10-5, and there's the difference. There's your difference in the game right now.
We're only down 4.
You're only down 4, so clean up the turnovers. Knock on wood, because we know how that goes. Like, you clean those up, you keep playing the way you're doing, keep playing the way you're going to go. You end up winning this game.
Burner says it's the Sundo effect, and I agree. I think you should stay all night.
I'm gonna go ahead and not do that.
But Burner hasn't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I know Burner. No one's seen me in a while, and I appreciate everybody for being concerned and sending me your prayers while I'm in the Middle East for world peace.
You and Pete Hexeth.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaving because of this halftime show.
What is this? Oh boy!
Is every single one of these people? Are every single one of these kids Asian?
Don't say it.
Is every single one of the kids Asian?
Don't say it out loud.
The Japanese, bro. Yes. The Japanese, bro.
So something honorable is about to happen, is what you're saying.
It's like the Jabberwockies, but
it's like with
basketball.
It's like the Japawalkies, know, but they got Japanese logos on their shirts. I'm just trying to
flags. They have the Japanese flags on their jerseys.
Flag, bro.
Logo. You mean the flag? Be respectable, bro. Be respectful.
You know what my mistake last stream was? Someone donated CA dollars. What's CA dollars? Like
Canadian?
I thought it was California. Okay, so
Yo, that's funny. I knew that. That's why you need Sundo around to actually correct you. And
no, they got me in the chat. Okay,
California dollars, diabolical.
I had a major head cold at the time. That was my excuse. My head was cloudy. All right. But these little Japawalkies are doing their thing, I think.
Will you stop saying Japawalkies, bro?
Look, no offense to the Orientals. Do I have to really preface it like that? Golly. I don't feel like...
Gosh, okay, Parcells. No offense to the Orientals.
If your son came to you and was like, hey, Dad, I've been working on a routine and he did this, how would you feel? What would you like? Would you be like, hey, or would you be like, son, I'm going to need you to find something a little bit more useful in life than dancing around with a basketball?
The basketball? I mean, it's whatever. It's pretty good entertainment, but not my cup of tea.
So last game was Pride Night. Is this like
Asian night?
Yeah.
Or Japanese night? I don't know. Let's find out.
They're called Samurai Ballers, bro.
Is that for real? I'm here for it.
What are we doing? Bro, what are we doing? Can we just get some old ladies out here breakdancing for our amusement?
No. This isn't freaking 30 Rock.
Seriously. Are you driving tomorrow? This is some stuff you would have done, though. You would have been the token black guy in this group if you were at their high school with them.
This is correct.
You would have been like, guys, listen, I know I'm not Japanese, but I love anime. Right? And they would have tested your knowledge. They would have tested your knowledge, and you would have answered everything perfectly. Okay. You would have answered everything perfectly. They would have accepted you as...
I would have been like, hey, watch my Naruto run.
No, you would have Naruto ran to them to ask them, and they would have
Facts,
already
bro.
liked you.
Facts, yeah, facts.
This dude is throwing it back on a basketball. Okay, but the head bounce was better, but
Vision, you're right. I just be like, oi, baka, baka, baka. oi, baka, baka, baka.
you guys were saying something about
Japanese
sponsors.
desu ka? Japanese desu ka? Got that from the old Asuka and Io Sky promo on WWE not too long ago. Oh, Japanese desu ka? Like, yes, it's from the Asuka promo on WWE. Google it. Asuka Io Sky promo. It's one of the best promos I've ever seen in WWE. And they should have put subtitles on it because it was amazing. Just two Japanese ladies yelling at each other with no subtitles, and the crowd's going crazy because they just knew. It says, I'd fold Io in half. No comment. All right. Well, and with that being said, at halftime over is my time to leave y'all.
Let's get a prediction. Let's get a prediction.
I don't know. You tell me, bro. I've been out and about. I don't know what's going on with it. And then on top of that, I want to do the whole cliche. Third quarter collapse is coming, but apparently that's not been a thing the last few games. So you tell me.
If I'm being completely honest,
and be honest, son,
I feel like we lose this game. I just feel like the Bucks have something tonight. Like, I feel like whatever's been going on with them, they've been playing a little bit subpar to their standards as well. But what I'm seeing from them tonight, Giannis looks unstoppable.
I'll say this: if you don't get anything from Grey Goose like you have now, and
Ryan
Dunn continues to be 0-4, you're not going to be in good shape. That's for sure.
It just would be so nice to beat them because they're not.
I agree.
Like as dangerous as they used to be. You know,
they're still being physical though. So.
Right, and that hurts our style.
Gosh, Shaden Sharp's ridiculously athletic.
Yeah, he is insane.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm heading out. Appreciate y'all. When's the next game?
That's a good question.
Wednesday?
Is it?
I'm just looking. I was guessing.
So, Tiger, let me look in here and see if I can find one.
Yeah, next game is Wednesday, 9, Boston. Friday, I won't be at the game. Sunday, I will be at the game. Rest of the schedule, I should be good to go for. Yeah. I'll see you guys Wednesday, 9 p.m., Boston.
That's gonna be.
Yeah, maybe I'll show up. Maybe I'll show up in a Japanese road or a Dragon Ball Z Hawaiian shirt.
I was thinking sumo wrestler outfit, but
might have to do it.
Just a straight up diaper.
Might have to do it just for Burner himself. I owe it to Burner for being my biggest supporter over the years. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.
Later, bro. All right, well, that actually frees up a VIP as well. So I'm going to try to pass that out here. Pop up Swoldo. And they're just showing highlights right now. Got you, man. See if I can find any other ones. One for you. Told you guys halftime, people are going to leave. That's when the VIPs become avail. But once again, if you guys have your own league pass, which I know some of you do, you can always just log in yourself over on playback and then watch the game with us. Same time, no delay. No need for a ESPN scoreboard. Really, that's it? No more VIPs? I got one in the bank. See who needs it. No, everybody's got one now. Perfect. We got a visitor. But if you're following, I can give you the VIP, but Gabe, do you man, I should. You know, that'd be a fun celebration, don't you think? You hit a 3 and then do the run. Maybe I'll mix that in, especially if we ever do another yeah, so let's talk about my phone case, okay? Because I was going to talk to you about it last stream. So, what makes this a grandma phone case? It's a wallet. My phone itself, color, is red. Damn, that's a lot of dog hair. Whoa. So, what's the point of having a different color if it's the color making it a grandmother's phone case? Meatloaf says the Bucks have emotionally caused a lot of PTSD in my life. Yeah. They are so much so that I try not to even think about the Bucks, to be honest. Like, I don't really involve the Bucks in too many of my memories when I think back to the finals run. Just think about the Suns and what they did wrong, but the Bucks did a lot right. Kind of makes me sick that we have Bud and we don't get the same sort of play out of our players that Bud got out of them. So the wallet makes it a grandma case. Here's the sitch, okay? I want all my valuables in one place. I don't want to have to carry a wallet and a phone. You know? It's too much. Plus, I end up losing. It's been a long time since I really lost a wallet, but it's a lot easier for me to keep stuff together if it's all in one place. And how often are you going to lose your phone? And if you need to find your phone, Apple Watch, you can ping it. You know. But yeah, no more wallets for me. No leather wallets. That's done. That stuff's ancient.
Bad luck, our producer, Brock Kraft. I got the smooth shooter, Eddie Johnson, and each one of the things, the common denominators for this Suns win streak.
$9.99 American dollars from Devin Amory. Thank you. Says fighting depression is hard, and finding out that your friendships. Friends is hard. Finding out your friends are using it and spent your money on them, and then you don't have the money, they block you. Damn, Devin. Yeah, Devin, I don't know how old you are, but as you get older, you might continue to make more friends. You will in certain ways, but you will definitely have to start crossing friends, quote unquote, off the list. That's the part of getting older. And then life is a lot more chill when you get those people out of your life, and all the people in your life as friends are actual friends. You know, but you ain't the only one that's had to go through some. It's, you know what I mean? I just mean you're not alone. You don't have to feel embarrassed or sad about it, because it's just something we all go through.
You look at your Western Conference
Except for
player of the
Burner.
week, Kevin Durant leading the way with 16 points.
Burner lives in a basement by himself and has never seen the light of day.
It
was nuts, Alex. It was nuts.
Offense and then sharing it when they need to. So we continue that the second half. We'll be in a good spot.
So crazy. Cannot wait for season 3.
And in addition to the turnovers,
Yeah, pretty much, Jeremy.
At least one, if not two other contributors.
I'm not saying you don't enjoy it, Burner. That's the thing. Burner really likes it. He loves his life. It's a good life.
Well, I think, like I said, I mentioned
Hell, I'd live that life.
where he can probably get his shot quicker than anybody. He's got to look at the rim and be aggressive.
All right, Gillespie on defense here. We got a screen from your boy Kuzma.
2 or 3 from downtown.
Giannis got Dunn on him. Kicks it to an open Lopez for 3. No good. Rebounded by Dunn. He saves it to Durant, who hands it off to Book. Slow it down here. Run some offense. Durant guarded by Kuzma. Dunn trying to give him a little short pick and roll. Durant to the rack. Pumps. Turns and fades. Mid-range style. No good, but Book. Great rebound. Book on Giannis. Crossover. Oh, my God, he almost traveled. Gets it to Dunn. Dunn. Down to... What a pass! Oh, no! Richards sold it. It was such a good pass from Dunn. He led him to the rim and everything. Damn. Rollins to Giannis. Here comes the double. Giannis trying to charge through. That's going to be a foul. Good stuff, though. Nothing easy in the paint.
Will be the beneficiary of the whistle inside on Ryan Dunn.
Let me double check. Is the score? Score should be updating. It's updating.
At the free throw line.
Could you stop licking my hands whenever I reach down? They don't need to be tasted. Okay.
He started now the last 21 straight after coming over in the trade from Washington.
All right, Ernesto, I'll take the bit.
Some people just look at the name and think, okay, automatically they can do what they did on their last team. That's why we traded for him. But his rhythm and just comfortability, all those things come into play.
Missed free throw here. I'll take it.
Well, especially when you're coming over from a team and a
Book
roster like Washington.
into the corner to Dunn. I need it, Dunn. I need it!
3-point hit.
Let's go, Ryan Dunn. Thank you. $4.99 from Devin. You don't have to keep. Well, I guess it's the only way to make sure I see it, but appreciate it, man. So then they tried to suck more money out of you. I love you guys, and I got hit last Monday, and then friends blocked you. Well, Devin, we're here for you, man. We'll be your real group of friends. Are you in the Discord? I think you are, right? It's a lot of Metro in the Discord, I'll warn you. But it's not all bad.
That was not broken.
It shouldn't even.
Brook Lopez with an easy dunk. Book downhill. Pulls. Look at that. No. Wrist.
Gotta get back.
This is the second three-point attempt of the night. Lopez right down the lane on the easy feed from Antetokounmpo.
He's a very good passer, and so you got to make sure you just communicate still. That's the
Book taking a screen here from Richards. Richards with the one-handed bang out. I love it. Thank you, Richards. Why are you licking my hands? There's nothing on them.
18 points in his last outing last Wednesday against Chicago.
You got that, Burn. Well, I got to wait until the next,
Forces the contested jumper there and a miss by
as far as doing Membies, free Membies, got to wait until the month changes over. Another Yan. Give him the foul call. Why does he get hit on the wrist when he's dunking, but that's not a foul? Come on. What a pass from your boy Bookie.
His 12th of the season in the game's Friday night. Where he had 10 to go on with his 17.
Giannis got Dunn on him. Kicks it to Prince. Good defense. Gillespie actually closed out, but then we leave Kuzma wide open on the other side. Thank God the Bucks are lazy on the long rebound and the Suns get it. Suns making a move right now. Book downhill, drops it back to a white man named Gillespie for 3. No good. Book with the rebound. Good hustle. And we get a foul against Ryan Rollins, bumping Book.
Right there, Nick Richards, great timing. He didn't go right away. I thought it kind of froze Lopez, and it was too late. And then right there.
8 assists for Book already and 15 points. Thank you for helping him find it. Love yourself. Yeah, just add me, Devin. And, oh, boy. Durant out to Gillespie. Gillespie looks off Booker for 3. I don't even hate it because I trust Gillespie. And a short 3 from Durant. A rebound from Dunn. I'm sorry for screaming, baby girl. And we get a foul on the other end. Some frustration from the Bucks. Some Buckstration, if you will. $4.99 from Devin. Thank you, man. It says, what is your guys' Discord chat? So it's Suns Valley, but if you add me, I'll send you an invite. Okay? So that or I'll find you on here and send you one.
Manly notion, but not knowing that Devin was just kidding with him. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do. KD had the advantage on him, and he was physical. KD didn't say anything.
Durant to Gillespie, 11 seconds on the shot, kicks to Book, and slapped out of bounds by Prince. Good defense.
8 on the shot clock. Sundo has played a lot of hustle on this sequence, but they need a payoff with a bucket. A couple of offensive rebounds.
Yeah, me too, Alex. Definitely.
Back to Richards.
Richards takes a midi, no good. Damn it! I like him taking that shot, but it just hurts when it don't go in. Uh-oh, Prince in the corner. Short-armed. Rebound, Ryan Dunn. Kicks it up to Book. Lopez guarding. Torch his fat old ass. Durant, 3. No good. Ryan Dunn flies in. Can't grab it. Rebound. And it's already down the court. Corner 3, pump fake. They kick it back to Ryan Rollins. Top of the key. Bad pass to Lopez. It hits him and goes all the way, rolls back to half court. Alley-oop to Giannis. Nothing Ryan Dunn can do about that. Nothing he can do. I just got it, Devin.
Jumping over Ryan Dunn like that.
Durant trying to get some space on Kuzma on the drive inside.
Durant fouled going to the rim. Hopefully he's okay. Please be okay, Durant. Please be okay.
It's number 4 on Rollins.
So Rollins obviously instructed to play physical. That's the only way he's going to get minutes. It just lets you know how long.
Hopefully that worked, Devin.
Not too many people jumping over Ryan Dunn like that.
KD back at the line. Suns are perfect 11 of 11. Milwaukee 12 of 15.
Durant hits the free throw.
In here tonight, number 2 in the league in free throw shooting, 81%. Just a reminder, during the game on March 30th, you can spend $150 or more in the Suns team shop and receive an exclusive KD bobblehead presented by Fanatics. Visit Suns.com/.
Durant's free throws both good. Dang, I want that bobblehead. I want that gold Durant bobblehead. Jeez, that is sick. Ooh, nice dribble move from Giannis. Whips the pass to your boy. Floater, no good, but a tip in from the big-ass, gigantic-ass Lopez. God, he's just too big for us in the paint right now. He looks like a freaking giant. Gillespie to the corner to Durant. Little hop, catch, shoot like Eric Gordon. But he hits it, unlike Eric Gordon.
His 42-point scoring outburst Friday.
Burner, I would, man. I mean, honestly, I've always kind of wanted to start a hot dog channel, you know, a little wiener dog channel. I should review my dogs.
Porter Jr. tied up at the baseline. 4 on the shot clock. Prince on the drive and kick. Lopez. Great defense.
Deep pass. I like that. I like that! Oh, shit! Oh my God, the pass, the second pass, the poster, it had it all. My wiener just grew half an inch.
When you go do that on Giannis, oh, you can get pumped up. That is a poster incorporated. Yeah, let's patent that one.
Unbelievable. You guys will have to give me a second here because I gotta, you know what I gotta do. I gotta. Burner's here. I can't say it because Burner will shame me. You know, I don't want to be shamed. You know, guy likes to Twitter shame. You know, I don't feel like that's right. Oops. All right. Hey, where Diego at? Come on, Diego. The song of our people. Type shit.
The 8-67. Suns jump back in front by 1. 6:13.
And that took the lead for the Suns.
Yeah, let's take you back to that
I like
last
that.
sequence here.
I like that a
Gillespie
lot. Okay?
Gets the hockey assist.
What a nice
Delivers
pass
the
from
dime,
Book.
and
Get you some, Giannis. Get you some.
Jumped
Woo!
over Ryan Dunn a couple
Woo!
plays before. Ryan Dunn, you take that.
Might be my favorite dunk in the last 5 years from the
And you don't
Suns.
think the energies
Seriously.
provided by
If it weren't for the
the
value.
rookies is not felt by their veteran teammates? Think again. First free throw attempt of the night for Dunn.
Yeah, it's naturally in my blood.
5 games.
Ryan Dunn gets a rebound off of his free throw and puts her
Hey, let me
home.
tell you something. He could miss the free throw all day long if he keeps doing
Wow.
that. Hey, a 2 is better than
Absolutely
a 1.
untouchable.
One way to get the 4-point
Lopez drops it over to Prince and screens Durant. Yeah, climb on his back. Damn it. Somebody give him an elbow into his spleen.
Yeah, you got to get him out of there,
God, he's too big.
which isn't easy.
Yeah.
Book.
Gets back to the left
Oop,
hand.
baseline. Keeps his drib. Out to Dunn. Over to Gillespie. Gillespie to the rack. Steps through. Out to Dunn. He's going to have to take the 3. Short.
Porter Jr. grabbed
Porter
the
with it. Off to the races. Gets cut off by Gillespie. Open 3 for Lopez is good. Guard him. Guard him. What is he from 3? 2 for 5 still.
14th time this season he's gone for 20 or more. They've needed in the absence of Damian Lillard.
Durant.
Bobby Porter Jr.
Woof, woof,
Durant
woof, woof, woof.
knocks down the baseline.
We got a shootout going here.
Porter.
O'Neal,
Pick and
Tyus
roll.
Jones make their way to the
Giannis.
scores table.
Over
Can't
to
believe he passed that one up.
Lopez to Giannis. Dunn trying to guard him at the free throw line.
Anthony Kupo.
Kicks it back to Porter. They find Trent open for 3. No good.
Long rebound, Gillespie.
Thank God.
Trent Jr. with some big buckets in that first half. 9 points in his 14 minutes.
Durant to Rich. Oh my God! What? That's what I want. Durant for 3.
He knows
Let's go!
Extremely smart. I don't care how many
Yes, to go to beautiful ball movement. Guys,
you get it to that.
hit the like button, please. This is the first time we can actually advise you to hit the like button and think that you would actually do it. All right, this is Suns basketball we've been waiting for all season. I don't even care if we win this game. I actually kind of believe in this team now. It's crazy.
That's exactly what it is. They talked about that with Hart. Now, where's his arm? But again, you don't want to challenge it with Giannis. You know why? Because you'd rather
Tiger, it shouldn't have went away. Let me look. No, I mean, you probably need to refresh your stream because it says that you have a VIP.
Decision as gets close down to it.
Like, I care that we win, but I'm just saying if we lose, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this team, blah blah. No, it's like, hey, you win some, you lose some. At least we're playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now that I can believe in down the stretch to get and hold that 10th seed. You know, and then maybe win a game or two in the playoffs, which would be better than what we did last year. Giannis misses, but they get the rebound, and they're set up in their offense again. Here goes Giannis looking for a way to injure Royce. Passes it into the corner, late run out from Durant, but it's enough. Long rebound to Giannis, who definitely traveled, but his whistle is godlike. He kicks it to a White, who misses the three. Final boss, Roy Maivia, 199, says, Bud needs to apologize to Dunn. That was crazy. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's criminal. It's freaking criminal. Book to the rack. Scoop pass to Richards, and it gets intercepted. Okay, Royce! Royce putting a nice shoulder into Giannis. I love it. I love it! Show me the replay, you cowards.
So Iguodaro checks into the game here for Phoenix. Cody Martin as well.
Doc Rivers arguing for a shot attempt or flagrant foul. That's amazing.
Man, show it. It was flagrant, and I love it. Somebody needs to do that shit to him. Okay? That's all he does. His whole game is, I'm going to throw my shoulder into you. God. PTSD flowing up out of me. I'm sorry. Durant, mid-range, no good. Double team on Giannis.
Letting it go. Well, you got to let it go on both sides.
Trent Jr. gets the screen.
Damn. Beautiful three from Trent, navigating through the screens.
Had 11 Saturday. That's double.
Tyus, pick and roll with Oso. Gets fouled by Porter, no call. Kicks it to Durant. Little white boy Mick Jr. guarding him. Turns around. Mid-range, no good. Oh, another three from Trent. Good run out from Durant, though. Stops it. He's a little gassed now, but he's making his way back up the court. Pick and roll here with Tyus and Oso. Over to Royce. Royce for three. Give it to me, Royce. Dag-nabbit! Martin almost chased down that rebound, too.
2:03 to go here in the third. Tightwood here in Phoenix. Bucks by one.
Yeah, he's working, JV. He's chasing down the open threes that we give up. He's the one running out and putting a hand up, and he's making them. Yeah, that's definitely 2 threes I've seen him make them miss. Maybe 3 if I remember correctly. Beal dapping people up. Just sit down, Beal. Just sit down. Nobody needs a handshake right now. All right? Ugh. Yeah, Knightley, but he had a hot game last game, so, you know. I'm going to go with Twitter, Burner. I'm going to go with Twitter. Final answer. Secret Agent says, what an interesting lineup. Who's out there right now? We've got, yeah, that is interesting. This is the type of lineup where you go through Durant as far as he takes the shots. I don't want him passing the ball. And then you hope that Royce or Tyus can hit threes off of him, off of his gravity. And then Martin's out there as the utility guy. And Oso's the big, and you hope for the best. They just need to get Book some rest. He's doing work. So's Ryan Dunn. He needs rest. Final Boss says, Gabe, is rookie Dunn better than rookie McHale? I'd say we got to see a lot more of McHale. I feel like McHale did a lot more as a rookie and played a lot more. So it's hard to say that he was better than McHale as a rookie, but I like where your head's at. I don't like where Burner's head's at, but when do we? He
hasn't totally dominated this game. You love to see him have to do that. And he'll do that when he's fatigued. But just making him pass the ball, good rotation, that has to continue.
Yeah, David, Tyus is in. Let's see if they took him out. He's still in there right now. You need anything for him for a parlay?
Giannis, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Devin Porter Jr. out there.
Giannis, handoff to my boy. To get it over here to Porter, down to Giannis. I love the double teaming of Giannis. I love it. I love it. Kuzma with the little floater. No good, bitch. Rebound from Durant. Pocket pass to Oso. Oh, man, he could have banged out, but he gives it to Tyus for 3, and he shoots a little short alligator arm 3. You should have just banged out, Oso. They are doubling Giannis. Go. There's the double. Kicks it to Green. Back to Giannis. He's got Martin on him. They're doubling with little guys, though. I don't like that. Green for 3. Good fly out. Defense from Tyus. Good shit, Tyus. Durant with the rebound. Durant. Into the paint. Pumps. Yumps. Going to the line.
They'll charge it foul to Kuzma.
Barking at the ref a little bit. I don't know what for. I'm going to go check me DoorDash at the front door. I'll be right back. Don't you guys go anywhere. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. All right?
4th game of a season-long 5-game homestand for Phoenix. 4th game of a 5-game West Coast swing for Milwaukee. Be sure to come out and watch the Suns take on the Bucks next Tuesday, April 4th.
Wife informed me on my way to the door that it's not here. She already checked.
Tip-off time, 5 o'clock. Enjoy the lively atmosphere.
Caught you, Volt. Nice try.
Go, the Gorilla. For more information, please visit suns.com/promotions.
Oh! Second free throw misses, but we are tied. Giannis bringing the ball up 1 minute to go in the third.
For the Suns or KD.
Malachi, I think I can find you one.
Looked like he had secured the ball as he was moving up, but they'll get a foul on the Suns rookie big man. That's number 3 on Oso.
Yeah, when he's going full bore like that, you got to squeeze it, right? He sees that avenue and that opportunity, and that's something the Suns have done a good job of taking away from him. But you got to continue.
I'm glad I missed that foul, not gonna lie, because I'm sure it would have enraged me.
East to west.
I would have become untethered.
There's problems.
Well, because let's be honest, he's
first free throw good
at creating an alleyway, even when there isn't one there.
You got to be willing to take a charge on him. You just got to, and it's intimidating because he's going 100 miles an hour, but you got to be willing to do it. only a few players in the history of the game that it would strike fear in guys in that regard. Charles Barkley was one of them. Karl Malone was one of them. I get it.
Yeah,
I took a hit from all of them. It's not fun.
Yeah, the kind of guys that require and force a lot of business decisions.
Giannis hits again.
6 of 9 tonight for Giannis.
Ooh, good screen there from Oso, and we get a timeout. 50 seconds to go. Suns want to draw summed up.
50.2 left here in the third.
Yeah, I know. I pulled the picture down because it's not enough of the game to like set anything off, you know. And then it, you know, Sundo was in front of the game as well, and just looks cool. I think, you know, like who am I? I'm sitting on the bench right now next to Cody. Do your thing, Cody. Do your thing, Cody. Look at these braids. There they are. Give him a little noogie. You little knucklehead. Type shit. Give him a little kiss. Hold your head still. Damn it. I'll kiss Bud. I'll give Bud a little kiss. Don't you worry about that. I wonder what they're talking about in this timeout, man. Probably getting some subs in the game because that was a wonky lineup. We're lucky we were treading water with it.
On a hand here inside PHX Arena.
Yeah. Look, we got to get something out of Grayson or Tyus Jones out there with their shooting. They're squeezing KD as well. They're squeezing Book. You know what Oso's going to do. He's going to go right to the rim. Grayson Allen and Tyus, they got to find their shooting out here to make Milwaukee pay.
Trent Jr. stepping out defensively on Booker. Book working on.
Book pick and roll here with Durant. Kicks it to Durant.
Driving on Trent Jr. Sets up Allen. Corner three. Money as he looks at his former teammate Peck Connaughton and says, yeah, I still got it.
As I said, he and Tyus have to be ready.
Giannis with a deep post position.
And the fact that that's not a foul on Giannis is crazy.
Durant, his first. Good to see this guy back on the floor. He's sidelined with that left foot strain. 43% shooter from downtown.
He's due now. Well, come on, he can't keep running off free throws. He's due. I'll play D, Taylor.
There you go. That's some of the best.
Finally missed the free throw, man.
Yeah, you know, I was a really good defender. I just didn't
get another possession of you.
Didn't get credit for it.
Can you back it up with another one?
Well, it's not going to be all net. I'll tell you that. You got to be ready to block out, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's where the Suns missed out last time, but Lopez not on the floor this go round. Eddie Johnson, first team all defense.
They called me lockdown D.
Booker driving on Kuzma, passed up an opportunity.
Book back to Durant, 7 seconds. A foul, almost a steal from Trent.
Reaching in for the steal. More free throws coming in here for Kevin Durant and the Suns. So Don and Martin quickly coming in now for defensive purposes for Phoenix.
The good thing is Giannis has exhausted himself this entire quarter. He's going to probably sit out the first maybe 4 or 5 minutes.
Durant's free throw good.
Without Dame Lillard in uniform, this is when you have to take advantage.
Well, that's what the Suns did there in that second quarter.
Yes, you have to take advantage. And if I'm Mike Budenholzer, I know he went with, you know, a small lineup in that situation. I just wonder if he's going to change that if Giannis happened to go to the bench.
29 minutes so far tonight for Antetokounmpo. Same story for Lopez.
Get both if you can, Burner. Get both. Get, you know, depending on how many wings you get. What a block from Durant. Suns up 81-78. No third quarter collapse. I waited and waited.
Over Milwaukee. You're watching.
All right? I didn't even want to do the thing where I'm like, well, we're not. Oh, wait, I don't want to jinx. No quasi-jinx. All right? Meedly me type shit. What a game so far. Suns have been scoring about the same mid-20s, like mid-upper 20s, and then they've been making Milwaukee score less and less and less each quarter. All right? I'm just excited, Burner. I'm just excited. I waited all through the third to say that there was no third quarter collapse. A 7-point. Think about Sundo right now, Burner. He's going to wake up and see that there was no third quarter collapse. That's exciting for him. No jelk stream. All right? No jelk stream. Absolutely not. Okay? I'm a member of Team No Fap. No jelk, no goon. What question, Roy? Roy, I'm like spinning all kinds of... what DoorDash... Well, we already talked about that, Roy. But I got chicken parmesan from a really good Italian place. Thing I like about their chicken parm is it's like crunchy underneath. It's like got like a good, you know, breading. It's like got like this little snap into it when you bite and knife into it. JV says this is a top team. Relax, JV. You can't say top yet. Let's just use the word good. Okay, so I'm gonna editorialize you. Okay, Metro, look up the word editorialize in the dictionary since you're 2 years old. This is a good team without Bradley Beal. I hope management is taking notes on that. Makes sense, Roy. We know you're the second hardest working man in America. I don't have a gooning kit. I don't think anyone needs a kit to goon. But if you do, more power to you, okay? But seriously, guys, hit the like button. We should be at 200-300 likes. I'm not even joking. Like, we actually should be. That's what our normal numbers were all last season before we went in the turlet. Jones floater. I love it! Suns up 5. A morning routine video would be good, but it would just be me sleeping. Teddy, $4.99 dono as the Suns blow a backdoor layup. Win or lose tonight, I think they have to keep Beal in the shadow realm. He's clearly the issue. Booker, no good from 3. I'll be talking about Beal at some point, Teddy. I kind of agree with you.
9 assists, 5 rebounds. Porter Jr. off the Lopez.
I'll try to remember, Teddy, and I'll bring it up next dead ball. But thanks for the dono, bro.
Devin gets his sweet spot against AJ Green.
Goose throws it away. Porter, alley-oop to White Man. No good. Over to Kuzma, and one. Gonna need a timeout. Gonna need a new lineup, bud. This is not the lineup. It's Ryan Dunn. It's the starters. You play the starters the whole quarter. Maybe Oso instead of Richards, but Richards should be out there too.
The ball on the move. That's that's where he gets himself in trouble.
Yeah, I love Grayson. I love Grayson. He's not ready for these minutes right now. I don't want him in he hasn't played in 6 games. Why is he in clutch time?
But the one-handed pass is gotten him in trouble consistently.
Because Grayson isn't hot from 3, you basically have one shooter, maybe 2 if you count Tyus. Tyus to the rack, high arcing layup over Old Man Lopez. Good shit. Wow.
16 points in his 25.
85-83, Porter, guarded by Martin. Gets the switch to Goose. Over to White Boy Mick Jr. No! Gary Trent with the 3 off the screen. They take the lead. Tyus screens from Book. Book gets a screen from Oso. They get it to Martin in the corner. Finally hits a 3! Oh my God! Cody Martin finally shot the ball high enough to go in.
By Allen defensively. Porter Jr.
Trent stops, pops. Good. Trent getting hot. Not what I want. Trent is a low-key dangerous scorer. Book to Martin. Pick and roll with Oso. Kicks to Book in the corner. Fading 3. That's not good. No. I can tell. Kuzma to Trent. Luckily, it was a bad pass because he was wide open, but he bobbled. If that went in for Kuzma, that was some Shaq to the Fool type shit. Goose off to the races. Goose to Tyus for 3. Takes a contested one and bricks terribly. Gets a floater off his own rebound, and it's good. 90-88. Hit that like button, boys. And hit the sub button if you're not subscribed, guys. We're going to be here every game, obviously, through the rest of this season and hopefully postseason. Turnover, Porter. Suns ball.
That time you cut off the penetrator, and now he forces himself into a bad look. Throws it away.
Steven, he needs rest, man. He's been hustling out there. I am ready with you, though, to get him back in the game right meow. Yo! Bald ref! Yo! He got fouled. Why do you think the ball went out of bounds, you bozo? Oh, boy. Now that I could do. I mean, my mewing techniques, if I'm being completely honest, I just try to rip off the Rizzler. That's who taught me how to mew. By the way, isn't mewing over? Aren't people done mewing? You know? What up, Boswell? Okay, Bradley Beal. Talking about Beal. Somebody left us a dono earlier. Teddy, thanks again, man. He said Beal should stay in the shadow realm. He's clearly the issue. So, I want you to imagine this team makes it into the play-in. And they've brought back a Bradley Beal that's 100% healthy. See, that's what I want. I'm willing to play Beal when he comes back if he's 100% healthy and play him if he's earning it. But the second he stops earning it, bye-bye. Okay? If he can come in and give you some points off, you're back on the bench, bitch. Sorry. You're back on the bench. That whole starting thing was fun, wasn't it? It's over. You're on the bench. You give us what you can give us. And if you can't give us anything, Cody Martin's in the game. Isn't that like, don't you guys feel like that's a fair, like, between never playing him and giving him all of his minutes? Use him for what he's worth and not a moment more or less. Gerardo, you don't even want to know what jelking is, because to explain jelking, I'd have to explain gooning. To explain gooning, I'd have to explain what a sissy-gasm is. You know? It's a whole thing. Exactly, Jeremy. He'll be smiling either way. It's kind of like that whole. Remember when we were like everybody was done, so it's not the best example of Nurkic, but we were all done with Nurkic. But the moment he popped off and had to talk shit about, the roster's got enough drama and problems by themselves. As soon as he started talking shit and heel turning on the roster and on the locker room, done with him. That whole thing that Beal said was kind of a heel turn. And so it kind of made me feel like, okay, bro, I'll use you up for whatever I can get out of you, but that's it. This is business transaction. We're going to try to get the fook rid of you in the offseason. Believe that.
You got to make the call.
And sure, if you come in and light it up for us, I'll let you play. If not, why don't you go sit next to your business owner wife? Martin over to Osa. Make sure you guys support local businesses too. Book to the rack. Back to Martin. Bad pass. Bad pass. You had an open lane. There was no reason to jump pass it backwards to Martin, who can't shoot. Goose pick and roll. Goose for three. Air ball. Get him out of the game! Now! Ryan Dunn comes in for Martin.
A game is not won or lost with just one category, but if the Suns are unable to secure this one tonight, they will once again look directly.
What up, Jacob? He's sleeping, man. He was here for the first half, though.
That is 24 points for Milwaukee.
Kuzma.
Scored. Conversely,
deep pass into Lopez, foul on Iguodala because, Lopez had such good position. He kind of had a foul to stop her from getting an easy bucket.
Just guys passing the ball and not recognizing the toughness of it.
I don't know, Roy. I didn't notice.
Simple pass is the
Doesn't
best
seem to
pass.
be hurting him.
Like the greatest
Is it new
pass
as of this
in the
game?
NBA, you leave it to them. But you don't try that difficult pass.
Lopez.
One hand, all of that.
Uh-oh, good steal from Oso. That's not a steal from Allen. That's a steal from Oso. He deflected it. Book, crossover. Start, stop. Start, stop. Half spin. Over to Goose. Book setting a screen for him. Goose, deep three. No good. Get him out of the game. 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 How many times do I have to tell you, bud, you alcoholic cock? But I'm a chill guy that's not going to freak out if we lose this game, all right? Kuzma, pump fake, almost traveled. Oso guarding. Deep inbound pass into the... They just have to foul Lopez because he's so damn big. My food's here. Once again, I'll be back. 2 shakes of a kitten's tail.
You think about it, the Suns have 71 field goal attempts and the Bucks 70. Well, they probably would have 60 if it wasn't for the turnovers. And the Suns probably would have 90. I mean, they would literally probably have 20 more shots than the Bucks. And to me, again, that's always the difference in the game. I continue to say that is the Suns' Achilles heel. It's what we've talked about all year. Giving a team an opportunity to match them in field goal attempts. Because if they don't, Suns normally going to outshoot them and they're going to outscore them. And that's what we've seen here lately. But tonight has been an issue.
Yeah, that's been the case during this 3-game win streak. Suns, obviously a small sample size, but
he was here, Diego.
Tops in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage.
All first half.
Field goal percentage. As Anthony Kupo and Durant both checking back into the game.
Richards kicks it into Dunn, back to Tyus. Suns down 2.
KD with a slight advantage, 14 wins to 12.
Pick and roll with Richards and Book. I love it. Book, fadeaway midi, a little bit short. Nick Richards slaps it out. Book gets it again. Over to Durant. Durant for 3. Ay. It was kind of like that pass the other night where he fell. This was a pass out of a shot, though, and it went straight to Durant for the open 3. I love it. And a missed reverse layup from the wife-beating, allegedly, Porter Jr.
Conference player of
Durant, guarded by Giannis's bitch ass. Damn it! Why are we having Durant be the passer in the pick and roll? What are we doing? Durant's defense.
Everybody might look at KD and say that's a turnover.
The old man gets back and blocks him off of his body out of bounds. Hit the like button, please. Pick and roll. Great pass. Another Ryan Dunn. Oop. Suns up 3.
Not looking for the lob for Richards. Catches the chest pass. That young man learns quickly.
Porter, pick and roll.
8 rebounds for the rookie Dunn.
To Lopez, open at the 3. Richards, yo, he's fouling. He's fouling. His chicken wing looks ridiculous when he's 7'2".
Booker on Porter Jr.
But I'm relaxed. I'm not going to lose my mind. I'm not going to lose control. Thank you, Jacob. It was crazy. We still can't believe we beat you guys. What's going on? Are the Cavs like on a downswing or what?
I mean, Doc might as well go down there and sit with Mike Budenholzer. Brook Lopez is so slow on his move, the officials got food.
Lopez, top of the key, gets it right back to Kuzma. No one guards Kuzma. He steps into a 3, and it's disgustingly off the backboard hard, thank God. Book, screen from Richards. Splits the D, out to Dunn for 3. Oh, my gosh! Let's go! Oh, my God!
At 98-92 with 5:40 to go.
Ryan Dunn, standing up, rookie growing up, and having a good time.
It's how I would act if I wasn't a cool, chill, relaxed guy. Okay? But I am. I yams what I yams, like Popeye would say. Imagine how hyped the stadium has to be right now. Like, it feels that way, MJ. It kind of does feel that way. And, like, I don't want to be a dickhead and put it all on Bud, but it is on Bud, and I am a dickhead. Okay? I mean, it just makes you think, could we have had this sooner in the season? Is this something we had to wait all season for? I don't think it is something we had to wait all season for. I understand. And I will take full credit. I'll take full credit. I know you guys remember me this season saying, Ryan Dunn has a beautiful jump shot. There is no reason why he can't become a consistent shooter. The only thing that will make him a consistent shooter is believing in him and allowing him to shoot the ball a lot so that he can work out the kinks of his jumper under full pressure and speed of an NBA game. I said there's no way for him to become a better shooter until you let him do that, but he can. But Bud just didn't want to trust it. He didn't want to give him that time to grow. And all along, it was absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it to have him out there when he couldn't shoot because his defense is that damn good. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Okay? Case in point, Cody Martin. Cody Martin been shooting worse than Ryan Dunn was shooting mid-season, but his defense is worth it. His offensive rebounds is worth it. At least Bud figured it out at some point.
just over a week from tonight. Suns on an 8-0 run.
8-0 run in the last minute and a half. Giannis bulldozing. Bulldozing Dunn. Absolutely nothing he can do about it.
I don't know what you can do with that. Ryan Dunn did everything possible a defender can do.
Now Dunn at 214, giving up about 45, 50 pounds to Antetokounmpo. Closing in on a 5-minute mark here. Book with his 13th double-double this season. Finds Durant.
Durant for three. I need it. It's good. Big boy shot. He's happy. He's smiling. All right.
Oh. Giannis with the elbow to the grill of Ryan Dunn.
On the drive and the finish. 28 for Giannis. 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Rollins checking Jones defensively. Book. Still looking for that first 3 ball of the night to go down.
Ryan Dunn needs to stop looking for it and get
Rollins.
to the sweet spot.
Over to Lopez for a deep-ass three. You know, in years past, I feel like that would have went off the backboard, but that's Bucks. That's how it usually works for the Bucks against us. A long rebound, and they'll pop the three right back in. Lickety-split. No problem. Don't you worry about it.
Season I was 23. That came against the Lakers in a win.
Don't you worry about it.
Thursday.
They're going to trap that.
They do. Richards on the roll. Gets it to Jones.
Turnover, Suns.
Nick Richards, you know, he wants to stay on the floor. He's got to make sound decisions and be aggressive with the ball.
Everything's going to run through 34 for Milwaukee.
What a shot. Giannis for three. Giannis for three, everybody.
17% on the season. Knocked it at 101. Book on the drive. Circling back
Book.
to Trent Jr.
Dicking Trent Jr. down. Wow, what a fadeaway. What a move.
He's got to be the dominant guy from mid-range.
Giannis picking and rolling with
Antetokounmpo on the kick.
Lopez. They kick it out to Prince. He hits the side of the backboard. All right, guys, let's just get quality plays for the rest of the way through here. Quality opportunities. Book working on Lopez's barbecue chicken. 10 seconds. Uh-oh, gets ripped and gets landed on by Giannis. And it's going to be a jump ball. Hopefully Book's okay. Of course, Giannis cares nothing about anyone else's health and safety. Is willing to football dive on top of Book, and they're gonna. Well, he did sneak in there. He does have the longest arms in the world, so he was able to sneak in there. But I think the body comes before the hand gets on the ball. It's not as bad as the fans are making it out to sound.
It is officially full contact hoops the rest of the way. 4.4 on the shot clock here for the Suns.
Oh, Book jumping hella early. Oh, easy. Easy jump ball for Giannis.
Cannot allow three-point plays. The Suns are going to do a little hacker Giannis here.
They're going to hack a Giannis. He's been shooting just fine from the free throw line. I don't know if I agree with this, bud. 560 watching, guys. Help me out. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not. Getting close to 11K. Please help us out. And let's pray that Giannis misses one. Please, Giannis. Please. Please. Yes! Let's go. Oso coming back into the game.
But here's this is the worry.
What up,
because
Wes?
Most of his misses are long. Now, you gotta do a
Wes,
good
I thought you were
job
over here in
of blocking out Lopez. And Ryan Dunn has to squeeze him.
in playback, or is that Prince Travis and I'm confusing me royalty?
Yeah, Oso's got to secure that inside possession.
Miss it, miss it, miss it, miss it, miss it. Yes! And the ball goes out of bounds. Suns ball. They're probably gonna challenge it.
Giannis is waving that finger. It'll be a
Appreciate you,
Milwaukee
Wes.
challenge.
Phoenix basketball.
And Giannis feeding the
Man,
fingers
I have
here in
no
Phoenix.
idea whose ball this should be. I have no idea.
That missed everybody in the arena tonight going home with a free 8-count chicken nugget. Get the Chaz Roberts cool play. Chaz Roberts serving you since 42. All 12 of his points coming here in the second half each.
Yeah, and Ryan Dunn's really stepped up in a big fashion.
Ooh, that Ryan Dunn poster. I mean, he had 2 posters. Show the other one from the baseline, please.
Be shown around the world. When you dunk it on Giannis like he did.
It's not a question anymore, and that's what I'm happy about. It's not a question anymore of like, what will Ryan Dunn be? He'll be a badass. He will be a star. Ah, damn it, they got the ball. They looked pretty adamant that the ball was theirs.
They do not have the ability for a second challenge later in the game. Shot clock reset to 14.
Yeah, Devin knew it was off on him.
Thank
by
you,
the look on
Jacob.
his
We're
face
trying.
Afterwards.
We're trying.
I mean, did Giannis foul him? I mean, like, what about Giannis reaching over him and fouling? Like, they just
Forgot how much I
that
hate
particular play, guys try to miss shots on purpose
Giannis's.
at the end of game
Oh, it
situation,
went
right?
off Booker's
But as I
head.
said, with Giannis,
Forgot
everybody
how
gotta go
annoying
rebound,
his
'cause
whistle
we don't know
is.
where that ball's coming off.
Yeah, and that's what Devin Booker was asking Tyler Ford, saying it went off my forehead because I couldn't grab it because Giannis had me basically in a headlock. That after being jumped on near midcourt. But that's 2 missed free throw possessions the Suns have been unable to secure here in the second half.
No help.
Oh, Durant should have been called for a foul right there. Maybe they wanted it. Trent for 3. No good. Thank God. Durant rebound. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Tyus in the game over Gillespie. Ooh, Tyus to Durant. Shut me up, Tyus. Hit a 3. Hit a 3 and make me look bad. Durant working on Jan. Has to kick it to Book because he got clizamped. Now he's clamping Book. 2 seconds. Book. Floater. He didn't get it off in time. It doesn't matter. He missed it. That's just really good defense.
Suns way out at half court.
90 seconds.
Done to Rollins. Seth Rollins, that is. Kicks it into the corner to Kuzma. No, no, no.
And draws a foul on the 3-point hit.
It's just like Kuzma to be a bum all game and then hit some wild-ass fadeaway shit from the corner and get a foul. He fouled him. He really fouled him. Just doing his job, jumping out, and he bumped him.
There's a second 3-ball knocked down tonight by Kuzma, but none bigger than that one. He's got 14.
Free throw's good. Suns down 2.
Huge 4-point play.
Well, Suns again, they gotta get better rhythm.
Tyus.
To get the ball and get rhythm on their shots.
Guarded by Seth Rollins. Over to
to
Book.
And they're defending it really well.
Pick and roll with Oso. Should have hit him. Should have hit him.
Double team.
Hits him hella late. He could have given it to Dunn, but he gives it back to Book, back to Oso. Little floater from Oso. No good. That was just a bungled, fumbled possession.
If you have to foul Giannis, you do it. I mean, like, if he gets in.
Don't allow an open 3 from Gary Trent. That's all I'm asking. Trent downhill, stops, fades. Great defense from Oso. Book got the steal. They kick it up to Tyus. Slow it down now. Tyus to Durant. Durant got Kuzma on him. Barbecue chicken for 3. Woo! Suns have the lead. Up 1. Hit that like button, guys. Please, no better time than now before Giannis bulldozes our rookie into an early grave and retirement. Giannis downhill, throws it to Lopez, who gets fouled. It's true. It's true. It's damn true. And Durant's on the ground. Hopefully he's okay. Got ran over, of course. I mean, you know when Giannis goes to the paint, someone's getting injured or knocked to the ground. That's gonna happen.
Durant on the bottom of the pile.
The ruling of the restricted area blocks under further review.
I'm gonna get another review here, guys.
Well, I guess they're maybe looking to see if Lopez.
Appreciate you, Juan. I mean, it was natural. I didn't even think of Ric Flair. I just, you know, it's just a natural, you know, emotion. Let's see here.
Man, that with the forearm as well.
It was a clean block after the fact, so it's not going to be.
If it's no block, then that's a play on.
Yeah, they're
and then it's out of bounds. It's out of bounds on Rollins.
He had 1 foot out of the restricted.
He's in the paint, but then again, Lopez took a dribble to get there. So to me, it's verticality. I mean, it's not trying to draw a foul.
Yeah, believe me, we are not going to get what Eddie Johnson is hoping for. I agree with him, and I understand that, but we're not going to get that type of a call from the refs.
The question becomes, would they come to the determination of
Lopez with the elbow,
leading with the elbow?
But they're not going to do it. It's too quick.
Now Lopez would go to the line where he's a perfect 4 of 4 tonight.
After review, Lopez does catch the ball in the lower defensive box, therefore it cannot be a restricted area block. However, Durant is jumping forward into the path of Lopez, therefore it is a blocking foul. Game clock reset to 10.7. Lopez will shoot 2 free throws.
That Hoyts with 10 seconds to go, folks.
Well, I'm not
that
sure
Hoyts.
Doc is arguing.
I don't think you're going to have to do that, Brenner. I don't think that's going to solve any of the problems that the Suns are going through, or I don't think that's going to help anything at all. Okay? But I commend Doc Rivers for getting such a short hairline with that bald head. Or such a short fade.
Again,
his barber's doing the Lord's work.
If Mike Budenholzer is going to call a timeout, I would bring Oso in. Well, Oso is in the game.
Lopez misses a free throw. Oh my God! Can we get 2?
And I would like.
I got to stand up
on that line instead of Ryan Dunn. So they're going to have to really do a yeoman's job of blocking Giannis out.
One of 2 for Lopez. Tied 106. 10.7 left here in the 4th. The Suns will call that timeout.
Who do you guys want to take this last shot?
You go back to the previous possession.
Two goated. I think I agree with you. He's been real hot. Book hasn't even really been shooting that much because Durant's been hot. Yeah, Book 6 for 17. I don't know if my heart can handle overtime, so it's lucky it's just 1 shot. Get the last shot you can. They're not going to foul you. They're not going to foul you.
So I would rather Devin has done a good
unless they're going to do like 1 quick foul and then you're in the bonus. I don't know if we're in the bonus or not. We're not. So they might foul you.
Come help. That's when KD can move to an open area to get a shot. I just truly believe Doc Rivers is not going to let KD win this game.
So they're probably going to double the shite out of Durant.
To double him. if
Oh, my
KD
God.
catches the ball quickly and tries to isolate.
Like, part of me wants Ryan Dunn to get this three or to get an opportunity,
And now it's a threat.
but
also
I want to win
still
this
in the
game, and I mean, you can't
You
take,
better believe they're gonna
unless
run
it's
something
wide open, you know?
off of Oso.
All right, I gotta look away from the chat. I'm sorry, I
They've made
cannot look at you guys right now.
So Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen both checking in, joining Oso, Book, and Durant. So O'Neal will trigger the inbound.
But watch Kuzma. Kuzma's going to be the one. Whoever is guarding Oso,
Come on, baby.
well, I'm happy that Lopez is guarding Oso because he's not. You would rather him be the guy that's running to double.
And keep in mind, Milwaukee
We got a
does
foul
have a foul
off
to
ball.
give.
Giannis flopping.
Kevin Durant trying to get himself set up.
Durant's like, bro, come on, bro. You lying ass fucking flopper.
Giannis
Giannis trying to draw.
Giannis is bear hugging him right now. 1v1, Durant versus Giannis.
They're going to double here.
Screen coming from Book. He gets fouled by Giannis. 5.7 seconds to go.
Well, they had a foul to give.
I told you guys they got a foul to give.
The Suns will burn their final timeout. They'll have 5.7. And Doc Rivers in the face of the official. No technical foul. Suns ball after the timeout.
Bro, my heart is pounding right now. I thought we were done with this type of, like, experience for the season. I had already just gone into pack it up, let's get to next season mode. So to have my heart pounding like this over a finish to a game, I just didn't expect it, man. Hit that like for me, please, guys, as you're just getting in here. We got 960 watching. This is going to be a crazy finish to the game. All right, got to look away from the chat again.
.106 all, 5.7 left.
Well, you got to get the ball in. And Suns at times this year, that's been their struggle. You've got to get this ball in.
They get it to Book. 5 seconds. Book. Fade. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
0.7 left.
You kind of wish it was nothing, right? But you know what? You have to take what you can get. And Devin had his rhythm. He caught the ball and he had his rhythm. If he hesitates, that shot's not there. Miscommunication there. And again, you would love for it to be at the buzzer, but you got to take the best shot when you can take it. And Devin in that situation is money.
Now you can see he was able to push Lopez kind of back on his heels. Rollins defending the corner look.
And this is my mindset, and maybe my mindset is a lot different than others, but Suns cannot allow them to take a three. Like, that's what they're going to do. They're on the road, and that's what they're going to go for.
Well, but I think you've also got to consider Giannis or Lopez with a roll inside.
Right, and that's fine. And foul Giannis. If that's the case, you got to foul him and grab him. But you don't want Gary Trent Jr.
Right. 1.7 is a lot of time, guys. It's a lot of time.
Because you feel like going into overtime.
And just don't give up a three. Please don't give up a three.
That's what they're going to go for. I guarantee you. Gary Trent Jr. is a problem.
Kuzma looking.
Come on, Kuzma into Lopez turnaround fadeaway. Let's go! Suck my dick, Bucks!
November, 6th straight here at home. The Western Conference Player of the Week delivering 38 and 8. And Devin Booker delivering the game winner, part of his 13th double-double of the season.
If you want to secure a play-in situation, that's what you got to do. You got to win. Everybody talked about, well, the Suns have the most difficult schedule left in the league, and they were right. But also my response was, this puts you in a position.
That's the camera. But just how would you describe, I mean, the Suns' 4th consecutive win, but you get the win over the Milwaukee Bucks. How would you describe this victory?
It's Suns basketball. It's what we're built on, what we're a part of, what we're supposed to do. Like I said, like everyone's saying, we're fighting for our lives right now in this playoff hunt, but we're putting together wins every day. That's a good team. Like I said, they came back. They had Giannis, we're credit to them, but we just play together. We play hard, and we play till the last second. It was a great shot by Book. Great defense, and we just play great together.
Yeah, when you see him have the ball in his hands in those final seconds, how confident were you that that was going in?
He got to a spot. I see him work on that millions of times. I knew that thing was going in the way he let it go.
Let's go back to the 3rd quarter, shall we? Book with the assist to you. You have the dunk of your career over Giannis. What did you see on that play?
Again, Book was out. Giannis was guarding him, so I just tried to go give him an outlet. I caught it in stride, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go dunk it. I can't lay it up against him. He's gonna block the shot. So try to go dunk it. Close my eyes, and I just heard everyone scream. I'm like, all right, it went in, so it was all good.
How were you feeling in that moment?
I was hyped. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll try to keep it cool, but inside, little Ryan was jumping up and down.
Can we get the flex again to that celebration? Thank you so much.
What's up, y'all? Let's go home.
All right. Oh, little Ryan wasn't the only one who was hyped. Try 17,000 plus.
No, I mean, you
Look at this dunk. Look at that. Look at that. Bang!
His infectious attitude, his confidence to be so young. He doesn't get down on himself. K-Ray is just
this one.
It's just beautiful. He reminds me a lot of
all right.
Young Dan Marley. When Dan Marley first came into the league, Dan Marley was that type of guy that gave you the energy and the enthusiasm. And
guys, where do we start, man? Do we start with the new expectations of the Phoenix Suns? Is that where we go with this? I mean, I know that the Bucks are a little down, but we don't beat teams like the Bucks this season normally. We got a Teddy 199 donor says Katie and Book 13-3 without the PTO Prince. That is a very bad stat for Bradley Beal. Thank you for the dono. Do we talk about how we literally have to start thinking about this play-in and how do we keep what's happening right now? How do we keep this up? I think the lineup changes that Bud was forced at gunpoint to do by reality itself. The injuries, the losing took a toll, and it forced this drunk terrorist. It forced him to switch the lineups into what you're seeing that's causing this winning. I think you have to stay with these lineups. You cannot have a relapse on Bud's part. We cannot have Bud's ego get big and him think, this is about me. I'm going to start playing the guys I want to play. No, bitch. The only reason things are going this way is because you put athletic, defensively capable players in the game who are fast and can jump and defend. You bozo. Notice Plumlee, who was available, didn't touch the floor today. That's what I'm talking. And that's going to be like ripping a lollipop out of a 4-year-old's hands. They're going to cry. They're going to gnash their teeth. They're going to squeal. They're going to throw a temper tantrum. But you cannot give Bud his lollipop Plumlee back. It's bad for him. He shouldn't be having sugar at that age. Okay? I'm so happy about Ryan Dunn for like a multitude of reasons. Namely, the number one thing that comes to mind, and I hate to bring this up, is the moving off of Tamani to get rid of that albatross, that noose around our neck of DeAndre Ayton's contract. I hate the Tamani slobbering from Blazers fans because it's always tilted in our direction, like, type shit. I hate it. And my argument is I don't care about Tamani because I have my own Tamani Kamara. And now I actually we all understand with no question that we have our own Tamani. No shade to Tamani. He's great. So is Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn is a year behind in his development of Tamani. So I'm just saying, I think they can reach similar heights in their careers. And that takes the sting out of everybody clowning us for giving up Tamani for what I think was still adequate. You got out of that contract from Ayton, and you got Grayson Allen, who is a movable another piece that we can move if we want to. Maybe he starts hitting the threes. We feel like we don't need to lose him. I don't know. Relax, burner. Got a couple of donos here I want to get to. Thank you guys for your patience. Sorry I'm yambling. Let's see here. We had a 22-month message from Roy. What a game. Felt great. The adrenaline in my soul. We needed this win. Dunn gives me vibes of Bridges, defense, and Oubre dunks. It feels great. Dude, such a good point, Roy. You're not wrong. You are not wrong, bro. Like, the Oubre feel. I didn't even think of that because we're all so busy thinking about Bridges, but Oubre's not a bad comparison as far as like the energy. And like Book loves him like a brother. Kevin Durant, I think, is in love with Ryan Dunn. Like there's a real love and affection. And I feel like that's why you would see Durant yelling at Bud sometimes. And, no, I want Plum. Like and being the one to contest open threes and make them miss. Like they're all fighting for each other. WD-40 with the 4-month member message. Remember, guys, if you're members, if you're horsemen, you get a free membership message every month. I feel like you guys don't take advantage of them. It's like a dono, but it's already paid for. All the Book haters can pound sand. Book for the win. You know, WD, I stopped questioning Book a long time ago, and this year it kind of made me look crazy, but you guys can all agree, I never heel turned on Booker, and I never will until he's like 35, 36 and starts to show that he's slowing down. But when Booker did back-to-back 40 burgers before he got injured versus the Bucks in the finals, that was when I said, okay, there's no more questioning, is Book something that we think he is or isn't? And Book proved it again tonight. I mean, Book's playmaking has been a revelation for this team. Let me pull up the stats. I feel like he probably got 10 assists. 12 assists. 19 and 12. Last game, I believe he went 17 and 10. He's also grabbing 7 rebounds. Like, he's getting to the free throw line a little bit, hitting all his free throws. I don't care when he's not hitting like he should be because, and also he had some pretty nice shots tonight that help ease that pain. But you got Durant going off. You got Durant getting the bulk of the shots. That's what I want anyway. Durant is blistering hot from 3. Remember through that last month, like this, it was crazy, that stretch. Dude couldn't hit a 3 for a while. 7 for 9 is crazy. 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks. He's giving you everything a 36-year-old can possibly give you. I can't tell you as a 38-year-old how impressive it is to see Kevin Durant the way his body, because I know how difficult it is, and I don't have even a fraction of the miles on my legs that he does. It's awe-inspiring. Ryan Dunn, 12 points, 9 rebounds. Okay. Just unbelievable hustle. 3 offensive rebounds from a wing player is delicious. And 5 for 7. He's efficient. 2 for 4 from 3. Was anyone ever expecting or thinking that he needed to be more than a 50% three-point shooter? No. He's been shooting really good lately, really adequate numbers, around the 40% line, I would wager. So, Riker says bench Beal. I'm interested to see if a 100% healthy Beal, as long as that takes him out to get 100%, I'm kind of interested to see if you reintroduce him back into this team's lineup, like off the bench, what could he give you off the bench? Could he get us another 20 points per game? Because he was scoring 25 through the losing. Could he give us 20 off the bench come playoff time? Could that be what propels us through the play-in and into the first round of the playoffs? I know, Spray. I'm just wondering, like, a fully 100% healthy. And Spray, you weren't here earlier. I was saying, if he's not giving you anything, pull him. Like, he's on the shortest leash possible. You're out there. You look like shit tonight, Beal. Sorry, you're rusty. You're out. Gillespie, you're in. And no minutes are getting taken away from Ryan Dunn. What Ryan Dunn has going on right now has to continue. Has to. No minutes are coming off of Oso. Oso needs to be out there. And same thing with Nick Richards. Keep Nick Richards in the game. 10 and 10, a sturdy performance, 1 nice block, 6 offensive rebounds from Nick Richards. Do you guys understand how helpful the offensive rebounds are? Like, it's huge for this team, and we weren't getting it all season. And to see people all chipping in on offensive rebounds, Cody Martin as well. He had 4 rebounds total. He only played 14 minutes, but he got us an offensive rebound. I remember it because Sundo was there for it. Tyus' little tiny ass got 2 offensive rebounds. That's hustle. You're not supposed to get offensive rebounds because the other team is in better position. They've got their backs to you. They can seal you out and keep you away from it. But we're grabbing them now. It's a big difference. Sports Hero says Ryan Dunn equals Scottie Pippen. I don't know. That's what they say about your boy Tamani Kamara. But I did find it very interesting, the comparison that Eddie Johnson said after the game. Did you guys catch that? Right after his interview, he said he reminds him of Dan Marley. And I got to be honest, I was a kid through the Marley days, so I definitely knew of him, but I didn't watch him closely enough or really understand basketball at that time well enough to know what type of player he was. I know he's the hustle guy. I know he could shoot threes, but I wasn't a Suns fan yet for like 20 years until, Bud talking. Pull this up.
Last play, just maybe take me through as far as drawing it up. Was that strictly for Devin to make the move that he made to get the ball on that last play?
No, I mean, there's multiple options. But, Royce as an inbounder all year has been phenomenal, made a good read. Oso with a great screen and, Book with the catch and the quick drive and, into kind of his spot. That's kind of his favorite spot. So great execution, really, and multiple options. And Royce made the right read. Book made the play.
I know obviously before the game you were saying the players didn't care, even though Kevin said he felt like you would probably have a little extra for this game. Which meant that they would have a little extra. So now that the game is over, did you have a little extra for this game?
There's a lot of, history there. And so, I think the most important thing is our players. And, if they gave a little extra for me, that would be great, So, it's good to get the win. They're a great team, a lot of great players, a lot of respect for them. I'm just happy for our players, really, to be honest with you.
The last thing I had was, there's been games where you guys essentially looked as if you're trying to outscore teams. And here as of late, been defending to keep yourself in the game, even if you have a bad foul or give up some buckets. Maybe speak to the defense clicking in even more now to give you guys a chance in games like this.
Yeah, I think the defense, has been trending in a good direction. I think the thing tonight, the first quarter, I think we were not as good as we need to be, but we got better and better as the game went on. Our defense got better, our execution, our rotations. So I think that's kind of what you need to be as a team. You need to just get better as the 48 minutes go. And, tonight that's a big takeaway for our defense is it got better as the game went on.
Back-to-back high-scoring games for Kevin Durant. Obviously, we know he's capable of doing that, but he's been in a real groove recently. What have you seen from him in terms of being able to get to his spots?
Yeah, he's just, I think the thing that probably like the most, he's just really letting the three ball fly. Like he's getting some just, kind of early in the clock, in transition, trailing into the top of the key, letting it go. Book finding him, on the one, pretty late. I think Book's playmaking has been great.
Frazier Crane.
Book commands attention, and, you got to figure out if you're going to take care of him and if there's any space. He's finding Kevin. So he's just, he's shooting it. He's in a good rhythm, good groove. I think the players are figuring out spacing for him better and better. So but I just love how he's letting it fly.
4 straight wins for you guys, 2 against 2 of the top teams in the East. Does it feel like you guys are kind of building the momentum that you've been looking for a lot of the season?
I think just, the reference to the defense earlier, it feels like the defense is getting better. Ryan, I thought, was big in the second half. He took the challenge of guarding Antetokounmpo and, just gave us, a lot of, different things, offensive boards, the dunk, the threes. Cody's coming in and helping us defensively. I think Colin has a presence. So I think those 3 guys, have helped give us a defensive kind of, energy that's been good for us.
Mike, you mentioned Royce. What do you like about him as an inbounder in that situation?
Yeah, he has a
Royce is like
about him. He has vision. He
prouder with those inbound passes. Pretty good.
Defenders and defenses are doing at the end of games.
For a non-point guard, like really
he's
good.
He's done it a lot. I think he's seen probably almost everything. He just has, great calm, great poise. And he's, you have to have, the kind of the guts to make those passes, and he's got all that.
Coach, for Ryan and Oso, coaching Giannis so long, I'm sure you've seen his eyes light up when he sees a rookie taking him on, but they both met the task. Just how proud you were of them accepting the challenge that comes with defending him.
Yeah, no, we've kind of talked about it with Ryan and Oso, going all the way back to Open Gym. Like, I think they have a ton of respect for veterans, but they also have a desire to go after them and take the challenge and get into them and guard and, make people, I think are probably just earn people's respect. They've been doing it, from the day they walked in the door, and tonight's a big one, to take the challenge and just try and make things difficult. It was good for both Ryan and Oso.
From the mid-third quarter on for about a dozen minutes, it was a one-possession game in a row. Just what that means for your group with consistency when we've seen those mistakes end up in clusters and the game get away from you.
Yeah, no, you look at the box score. It was a tight game pretty much the whole game. If we could take care of the ball better, I think that would help our defense. But, I think to keep, kind of the head up, kind of the focus and go to the next play, get the next stop, be good defensively, hang your hat on that was good for that stretch.
Coach, I was also going to ask about Ryan and Oso. Just how much do you think it matters that, Kevin and Devin and all the guys just trust them in the big moments with the ball?
Oh, it's when your teammates trust you and when your teammates give you confidence, there's nothing like it. Really, I think at any stage of your career, when your teammates believe in you, it just makes all the difference in the world. So I think it's been great for both Ryan and Oso. All right, thank you, guys.
So he mentioned a few times, how the defense is trending in the right direction. Now, I wonder what that could be about. I wonder why the defense is playing better. Could it be that the best defender on the roster is actually playing? But guys, we had a couple of donos I got to get to. I do not want to forget. Thank you guys, man. So Cedric Phillips with the $5 dono says, I want Gillespie to have more minutes than Jones solely because Gillespie plays more intense defense. I felt if he was in, Suns would have a bigger lead. I agree with you. I was nervous with Tyus out there at the end. I don't hate Tyus playing entirely. I want him in the game at times, but I actually already trust Gillespie in the closing minutes more than I do Tyus. But it all worked out, so we can't, be too upset. Pull these back up through the fan funding. Okay, and then we have IA Paps with a California dono of $6.99. Says another wonderful game. Booker winning shot is flawless, and KD's three-point shot before that lethal. On to the next one. Go Suns. It feels like a dream. It feels like I've been sick all weekend, and it feels like I'm fever dreaming right now. I'm going to wake up. Suns win. Suns win. Oh, it was a dream. We play the Bucks tonight. Crushed. Like, still doesn't feel real that we beat the Cavs the way we did. But this was more satisfying. This was much more difficult of a win to get. And they pulled it off. This game had everything. It had defense, offense, it had special teams. 38 from Durant. So we talked about Durant, talked about Dunn, talked about Richards. We were talking about Richards. I just want to say Richards out there is looking more comfortable. He's looking like a starter. I don't need anything better than Nick Richards. So if you're trying to improve the team and you're worried about, we're stretched pretty thin, how are we going to add value to the team? Don't worry about the center position. It's under control. Nick Richards and Oso can handle things going forward. Booker, 0 for 5 from 3. The only thing that you can say negative about his performance tonight, because he clutched out a win for us. Gillespie only played 22 minutes. I feel like Bud is starting to lose a little bit of trust in Gillespie, but he was 2 for 5 from 3. He doesn't have to be much better than that. 3 for 5 would be great, but 2 for 5 is the cutoff where you're like, all right, you're not terrible. 1 for 2 from Royce. Great inbound, saved us, but he's got his minutes cut now too. 13 minutes for Royce. When did you ever think? Like, Royce is like a Plumlee. Bud loved Royce all season. Never cut his minutes under any circumstances outside of injury. Royce is down to 13 minutes a game. I don't think it needs to be that low, but considering he hasn't been hot lately, I appreciate that from Bud. Cody Martin, 2 for 3, hits a 3. Hopefully he can start to get his shot going a little bit because he's very helpful out there. Oso, man, if Oso could have hit that last floater at the end of the game, that would have been a huge boost of confidence for him, but it just barely rattled out. Grayson, I'm not upset with Grayson. I'm not upset. He's been out 6 games. He's been out 6 games. All he is rusty. He's rusty. But shame on Bud for trying to throw a rusty Grayson Allen out there at the end of the game. That was disgusting. I would have raged. Definitely would have raged. That's something that I would have been complaining about and saying, was the reason we lost had we lost. All right, let's get back to the chat. We got a $5 donor from Arthur Whittle. Says magic numbers for season. Suns to pass teams. Lakers and Minnesota 16, Golden State Warriors 17, Sacramento 11 out of 12, or 11 or 12, Dallas 10, Portland and San Antonio 7 or 8, 10 games left. Some teams' tiebreaker still in question. Would love to sneak up to that second. Is it Lakers? I don't know if I want the Lakers, but I know the Rockets were in second. Let's pull that up. Let's take a little gander, shall we? Have a little peep show at the standings. 4-game win streak, guys. Did you think we had a 4-game win streak left in us this season? I didn't. I really didn't. Rockets are in second place. I respect the Rockets, but I want the Rockets over the Thunder. Book. Time for Book. Give him a little smooch. Here.
Devin just made me take me through that shot for you and the play. And Coach said that.
We're going to wait on K.
Oh, my bad. Oh, there's no one. Okay, I see 2 mics now.
Waiting on Kevin Durant. Let's go.
First, Devin, again, just maybe take me through that last play. Coach said there were a lot of options on that one, and just maybe speak to Royce trusting you with the pass and you delivering on that shot.
Yeah, the play was for K, a play that we ran in Paris this summer, right before halftime in his first game back. I haven't watched it back yet, so I don't know if they denied him, but Royce came to me, also set a great screen, and just hit the shot.
You said that recently that hanging your hats on the defensive end. How big was that tonight, particularly after the first quarter?
Yeah, it was a physical game all the way through, which is what we expected. So, this last few games we've had a lot of success of, picking teams up full court, turning them over, and, playing with pace.
Kevin, when you just look at the ability that you're on fire with the three now, but you're getting them in your pocket. It's not like you're having to do a lot with it. You just catch it and shooting.
Yeah.
How big is that when the pass is delivered to you in that way and you're able just to shoot?
Yeah, I mean, when Book is drawing two and, he has the vision to see on that backside too, the defense is at his mercy. He can shoot the ball. He can make that interior pass or he can throw out to the wing. And, with the gravity that he draws, that gives me some open shots. And also my teammates' offensive rebounding and getting me threes too. So you just got to stay fundamentally sound when I get them and keep letting them fly.
Last thing I had for you, in the game that had a lot of momentum changes, Ryan's dunk just set the arena on fire. Just maybe speak to how that changed the game for you guys at that moment.
Oh. Did we get a stop before that? Did we get a stop before that run out? I think we might have got a turnover. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when we can get out in transition and get stops, we can show how dynamic we are in the open court. Great pass, great finish. The crowd is always waiting for plays like that, and so that energizes them. And Ryan makes some huge plays in that fourth. He had a big three, got a dunk, which got us going on the offensive side of the ball. So we're going to need that from him going forward.
Kev, you've talked about trying to build that consistency. How much does it feel like you guys are turning a page in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, each possession, we're communicating better, we're scrambling better, we're rebounding better, and keeping the ball in front. So we do those things. Those are our core things that we do on the defensive side of the ball, and that pretty much dictates the whole game for us. So first quarter wasn't as good for us. You see we got down 8, got down 10. But we start to tighten up on the pressure on the ball, crowding the paint, making them, find those shooters in the corners and contesting those shots. I think we was able to get back into the game and control the game.
Book, you had that assist to Ryan. Obviously, Kev was talking about it, but you've seen Giannis go up and get those around the rim before. So can you kind of walk me through what you saw on the play when you see Ryan making that cut?
It was just athleticism on athleticism. And, Giannis is going to go for it every time. So Ryan was the first one to it.
Kevin, for the second half, that was a one-possession game for the majority of it. How'd you like the consistency from you guys to stick within the game and not avoid like those errors and play that level of consistency?
Yeah, I mean, we just tried to get over that hump. We were down 5, down 3 majority of the game. Then we tied it up and was able to go up 8 points. So, we kind of held our hat on the defensive side of the ball. It was tough for us to score some possessions, but we was able to get stops on that other end, which kept the game in balance. So when we had drought scoring the basketball, our defense got to hold up.
Book, with the strategy you have to employ on Giannis and the helping and all the work on the backside, how'd you like the execution of that? Like a little early on, they got a couple early looks, but then from then on, you guys seem to handle it.
Yeah, I think we did a good job with it. He's always going to be on go, even if a wall's there. You know, he's still going to try to get through it. And, you know, I've seen it before, obviously. You know, you stay in front, but he still goes through you. And, you know, sometimes they call a foul, sometimes they don't. So, you know, you just have to stay with it. And just continue to do so. And, you know, they have shooters around them too, so you got to be in early to, you know, get out to those guys.
Kevin, Doc was talking pregame about how
Good take,
the fact
Buck.
that after this many years you still improved something in your game. He referenced your three-point shooting this year in the last few years. That kind of shows just your love for the game. I mean, is that how you kind of view it as, like, veterans at that stage is only going to do it if they really love the grind?
Was Doc trying to say I wasn't a good three-point shooter before? Oh, all right. Oh, better. In terms of what?
I asked him.
I can't do percentages.
That's what I'm trying to wonder. Maybe because I take a little bit more this year. I think is this a career high for threes for me? I don't know.
Nope.
But yeah, I
Nope.
feel more confident just letting it fly. I took 9 tonight. I took 9 last game. A few games back, I had like 13. So, like I said, Book gonna draw a lot of pressure, get trapped in the pick and rolls, and then when you get in the paint, there's 2 or 3 guys swarming him. I got to give him outlets to, you know, get some assists and knock those down. Not just for Book, for Tyus, all my teammates, Colin. I can't hesitate when I get those.
I think it goes hand in hand with the way you guys are playing, and tonight being a high-level game against a high-level opponent. But does the energy in the arena feel different to you guys the last couple nights?
Yeah.
What makes it feel different to you?
Louder.
Less booing.
You're in there too, aren't you?
Am I right, Book?
I think so too.
Yeah. It's fun. We're building on it. We feel it, and, you know, we just got to stay with it. Like I said already, we've put ourselves in this situation, so, you know, it feels like the playoffs already. We got to have every game.
Does it feel like it's been a while since it's felt like that in the arena?
I mean, we went through spurts.
That's for
you know,
question
we
for him. I
played
thought they were asking me.
Good basketball, but, you know, consistently throughout a whole game, you know, we haven't seen much this season, and, you know, today was one of those nights.
Kevin, you played against Giannis. I think this is your 20th regular season matchup against him. Obviously, you guys have played in the postseason. What's it like? What's it been like for you to play against him all these years, and what was it like tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun competing against one of the best to ever play. Just to see his growth as a player from when he first came into the league into now, it's pretty crazy. But he brings the best out of his teammates and everybody out on the floor, so it makes for a good game.
He sure
What's
does.
impressed you the most about your team over the last 4 games, and what about that do you want to see going forward?
I just like that we're standing on the identity of just, you know, playing hard, playing for each other. Even more, I felt like we had good intentions throughout the year, trying to do things the right way, but I think we more decisive on what we want to do on both ends, was just making us closer as a team.
Straight up.
Book, on the 3 that Kevin hit, 30 seconds left or so at the top of the key, almost the whole team was saying, get him the ball. Was that more about the 2-for-1 or more about he just hadn't gotten a shot in a little while and it was the way you wanted the offense to go?
Excuse me.
Just a reliable source.
Damn it, I missed that joke. Somebody explain it in the chat.
What's been the secret to having such great longevity throughout your career?
I mean, a lot of people helped me out throughout the way and gave me advice and worked me out and,
Ayo.
you know, just being there for me, you know.
Hit this stuff,
and
bro.
just the love of the
Get-
game, keeping
come
me,
on.
you know, keeping
Come
me
on.
up, getting me up every day to go to the gym and work on
Later.
my game, you know. So, you know, when you coming into good environments, it just
Ayo.
it makes you want to go out there and bring your best every night.
All right. Sometimes vape is a little too strong. All right. Whoops. You guys need to tell me when I'm muted quick, all right? Because I'm going to make myself look more and more like a bozo. The longer I talk, the more I look like a bozo, and that's your fault. Your fault. It's not an L on me. All right. So let's get back to the standings, shall we? Roy, you got to remember, a salary dump of Beal. Remember, Beal has to agree. The Suns will be lucky enough if Bradley Beal will simply agree to go somewhere he does want to go. Because the other option is, my wife has a business and I don't want to leave. So it's either my wife's business or, okay, this is an acceptable place to go. Not, sure, I'll go to Detroit. The filthy, disgusting armpit of America. I'd love to go there. He's never going to accept that. It has to be somewhere he wants to go, and we're going to be lucky if he will at least do that for us in the offseason, which is reconsider his previous stubborn stance of, I ain't going anywhere. I hold all the cards. Yep. Nope, I'm staying. We got to get him off of that. Brad says Atlanta was interested in Beal. So Atlanta and, weirdly enough, Washington wanted him back. Washington wanted him back on his same contract. But he didn't want to do that. Didn't want to go to Atlanta. I think it needs to be somewhere like, Dallas. Dallas does not care about... The fans do. The ownership, the front office in Dallas does not care about their franchise. They're actively tanking their franchise. They would probably take Beal and be like, what? We're giving you all-stars. He used to average 30 points a game. What do you want from us? That's how retarded the front office of the Mavs is. Well, they're not really. It's on purpose. It's completely on purpose. But that's how stupid they are. They would do it just to push their franchise further towards the brink of insanity. So when it comes time to uproot them to Vegas, this is a conspiracy podcast. I'm sorry if this is your first time here. I used to actually have a tinfoil hat behind my monitors, but I don't know where it is. I think my wife threw it away. She didn't understand the gimmick. Yeah, apparently he already said no to Chicago, even though it's his college coach that he loved. He loved Billy Donovan. Chicago might be. Nah, they ain't going to give up giggity Fisher. Ain't no way. He's balling for them, and they bet on him. They gave up Alex Caruso's bald eagle-headed ass. They ain't giving him up for Beal. Yeah, I'd be happy if he'd go to Sacramento. I'd be happy if he'd go to Orlando. Those are warm cities that I think could be somewhere on that list of maybe. And I hate to be wrong, but I was clearly wrong. I thought we needed Beal this season, but apparently this team is actually much better without Beal. I can admit that. I guess I was wrong. Guess I was wrong. So, good riddance. All right? However, I am dumb enough to hope and hold out a little bit of hopium here that we'll get a chance to see a fully healthy Beal after sitting out 2-3 weeks. If he can come back and look shifty and get to the rim and get a couple steals here and there and get a backdoor cut for a dunk and then have a game where he's hitting from three, don't kid yourself. Just because we hate him, not me, you, just because you hate his guts doesn't mean he can't help you. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. If the man can help, the man can help. And if he can help, I want him out there. If he can't, as soon as he starts proving he can't, you're on the bench. Law says no, 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 no. Why, Law? Why? I'm just saying if he comes out and is productive in early minutes, you continue to play him. If he shows that he's rusty and is fumbling and bumbling and stumbling, you put him on the bench. And so on and so forth. Next game, you try him again. Are you rusty still? Zambuki says Rashard McCants hates being on the Suns. It's pretty funny. Move around. Trajan. Bud with them fire rotations. They've been better. They've been better lately. Not only can Dunn defend Brad, he's an above average defender. You know? Oh, I see that, Roy. That's a good meme. But that won't happen either. They're not going to lock him out. Okay? So Dunn can defend really well, but there's something about that, and we also would see this with Okogie. It's something that's infectious. Seeing someone out there laying it all on the line on defense makes you want to do it too. I don't know why. I don't know how that works, but it does. Okay? It's like energy crystals, I assume. No? Same thing. Offensive rebounds. You see other people diving in for offensive rebounds, and it's just somehow it makes you do it too. You know, like I don't know how to describe it, but it's obvious. It passes the eye test. What I'm saying. LOL prediction says had to miss most of the game. Damn it. What the hell is up with us? LOL. This is one of those rare games where I would suggest, if you can, you should go back and watch the whole game. It was so good. It was like back and forth, chippiness, Durant going crazy, Book being a point book, all culminating in a beautiful buzzer beater for the. I mean, it had every. I feel bad for Sundo. I feel bad Sundo went to bed early, but I know he had to. But he would have loved this game. He would have went crazy. You know. Cool Kicks Fire fan. Cool Kicks Fire says it might be controversial, but I say trade Book. LMAO. Keep KD. I'd rather have KD for 2 extra years than Book for 5. We stuck with the Beal, so Beal would just play Book spot. I can't co-sign that. I get it, but I think that's the wrong road. I think that's the wrong road to take in the fork in the road. But I understand financially and everything you're saying. I kind of. But that's if you still want to go the rebuild route. But, bro, after this last string of games, after winning 4 out of our last 5, and I think 5 out of our last 7, I'm all on the shallow rebuild train. We go into this offseason doing whatever we have to do, whether or not we have to infest Bradley Beal's house with bed bugs. We gotta get Beal out. That's my plan for the offseason. And do what we can do to solidify the rest of the guys around, you know, like we're going to have some draft picks. We're going to be able to get people in the draft. Ryan Dunn and Oso will be a year older and with confidence under their belt. They'll be on, you know, hopefully another level next year. You like that? LOL? I don't care what it takes. You know? Maybe hire some homeless people to camp outside their house. I don't know what the homeless camping restrictions are in Scottsdale. Probably lives in Scottsdale, but you get the idea. Make life miserable. Let him know. We're going to basically Stephon Marbury you if you stay here with the Knicks. Termites is a W suggest. And then it's funny you mentioned Chris Paul. I would look to bring Chris Paul back into the fold next season. I would. Let me ask you, who would you rather have as a backup point guard to Gillespie? Tyus or Chris Paul? I go with the real deal. I go with the old man who at least will be barking down people's throats in the locker room. I bring CP back. I bring Cliff Paul back, baby. All right. Matt says Tyus is a good trade chip. I don't know if we can really trade him because he's on a 1 year, so we don't have him locked up for next season. But all he is a minimum contract that you're letting go off of, which isn't that valuable. He was a rental, but clearly Gillespie's taken that role from him. Chris Stu, I'm happy to be able to say that I was on the side. I was saying this. I was saying I know it's irrational and I could be wrong, but I want my cake and I want to eat it too. I want to keep Durant next season. I'm not leaving. Like, I stayed on that. A couple times I was like, yo, apparently we're going to have to, because they've mucked up the relationship with him. But I've always maintained we need to keep Durant. I don't want to let Durant go. And I could end up being wrong for that. But I want what I want. And I'm tired of acting like I don't. And I'm looking better for that take. That take is looking better as we're seeing what we're capable of. He could be, Chris. 40's a tall order, but imagine a 40-year-old Durant looking like he looks right now. That would be... I think that's impossible. I don't think he can look this good at 40. I don't think that's possible. I just don't. Does LeBron look as good as LeBron looked at 36 at 40? No. And LeBron's kind of the, come on. But what could he do at 40? I bet he could do some crazy shit at 40, and it will look so weird to see a 40-year-old Durant giving people buckets down their lips. I mean, stop bringing up Nader, okay? Andrew Nembhard would be great if they ever let him go. But I say bring back Chris Paul, keep developing Gillespie, keep Monte Morris, but apparently they won't do that because they don't even want to play him. 2K, or sorry, not 2K, just 2Goated said KD been super professional about all of this, could have just pouted and pulled a Bradley Beal. He absolutely could have. He's given the Suns all kinds of leniency through this, which leads me to believe he still does not want to leave the Suns. I think if he could have it his way, he'd get an apology from the front office. Like, look, man, I'm sorry. We were desperate. We panicked. We do want to keep you and we want to give you the money you want. So what's it going to take financially? I think that would be enough for him to stay. It just depends on where the Suns mentally are at. And now you add in what Ishbia said just a week ago. He goes, I know people are talking about a rebuild. I am not interested in a rebuild. I want to try to win now. Like, I'm not worried about being good in 6 years. I'm worried about being good now. I'm worried about winning a title now. So, like, delusional or not, that's where his head is. And if that's where his head is, I think it's a 40-60 proposition that he's a Sun next year. Especially if we can make some noise and flounder like a fish that is at least proving it's alive out of the water and get one win, maybe 2 wins in a playoff series against a top-tier team to be able to say, okay, we cannot let KD go. It was the Bradley Beal situation. That's where we fooked up. That's what we need to remedy. I mean, they know that already. They already wanted to remedy that, but he wouldn't let them. We got to try again. We got to try to find someone stupid enough in a warm weather city. That's all we need. Stupid, warm weather. You don't even have to be that stupid, honestly. I believe that Bradley Beal can score 25 points a game for an entire season next year if he's not the third player on the team as far as pecking order. I really believe that. 24, 25 points a game if he's playing on a team where he's second fiddle at least. So who wants it? Who needs a 25 point per game score? Who needs it? Warm weather. Hey, Clippers. What do you guys think? You know? Mavericks. Warm weather. Beautiful city. What do you guys think? You're tearing yourselves down on purpose? You want him? Give us 1 second round pick and take this contract up off us. San Antonio, you guys want a veteran scorer? No, you're not dumb? Sorry for asking. Type shit. But if they can just make that move, obviously like Stu saying, Cody Martin, you try to get Cody Martin back on a friendly deal. I think Cody Martin could come in and take up D. Lee's spot on the roster, and you're obviously better off for it if you could pay them around the same. Or Monte Morris's, I mean, obviously. Him and Gillespie have taken over those guys any chance of being on the team in the future. Malo's talking about Jalen Bridges. I have not paid attention enough to our Valley Suns G League team to know, but I'm sure he's doing well. It's just when is he going to be mentally and physically ready for the NBA? Because he hasn't been in the minutes he's played yet. You know, but that's another option of someone we can use for a contract spot since we have so many minimums. JV says keeping Martin and Gillespie. Yeah, those need to be. We'll see. We got 10 games left. We'll see what happens with Martin. I agree. At this point, I would re-sign him too. But we need more time. We need to see more. Maybe it gets a lot better and it just solidifies the answer. Yeah, I'm not into Ty though. Ty can. He's a good kid. He's good. But I don't want, like, his skill set ain't what I'm looking for at that position for the Suns. So let him go progress somewhere else, please. You know, it doesn't matter if he stays in the G League with us, but I'm not trying to have him get any more minutes over Colin Gillespie or Ryan Dunn or Bull, which is what he was doing for a brief time. Yeah, you're right, Haunted Micic can go, of course. I would love to see what Micic looked like with this team, but Gillespie seized his opportunity first. You know? Roy says, if only we had Baby Bow. That is who he reminds me of, like a much better version of Baby Bow Wow. All right? Man, how many years ago was that, Roy? You were still in junior high when Baby Bow Wow was the future of this point guard. Zion for Katie says Isaac. See, why'd you have to go and say that? Because I don't think people are going to want to hear this from me, but Zion is one of them dudes that I can't see clearly about. I love Zion. I love his thickness. I love his girth. Love the way the man plays basketball. He's at his leanest. He looks chiseled. I would do it, but KD wouldn't go to New Orleans. You know, JV, no, but he's on a very special level, and he's very young with a lot left, hopefully, to play in him. Durant, we got 4 years until he's 40. You know? Love me some Zion Williamson. Do we beat Boston or no, says final boss Roy Maivia. Here's the sitch Roy, is it in Phoenix or is it in Boston, first of all? We've been doing work at home. Second of all, had we not beat the brakes off the Cavs, I would say we have no shot. But I think we have a shot to sneak something out. A win, specifically. But they got to shoot poorly. Because nobody puts up and makes more threes than the Celtics. So if they're splashing, we are cooked. Because we don't really guard the three-point line more than half of the time. So, I mean, it's gotten a little bit better. But they need to, just like the Cavs, well, how we had a very poor game from your boy, Donovan Mitchell. We need that kind of performance probably from Jason Tatum and or Jaylen Brown and or both. We need Pritchard not to come in and dick us downwards for 11 threes from himself. We need to guard Derek White. We need to guard KP. We need them to be injured, first of all. I guess what I'm saying is I don't think we beat Boston. I don't. But that's okay. That's okay. I can accept an L to Boston. That just means you got to win more other games. But I go 35-65% chance. Best I can do you that the Suns win. What do you guys think? I'm just trying to be honest. Like, I would love, like, don't you guys think it would be more cool of me if I was like, we're going to win? I just don't want to lie. That's it. Like, my true, honest feelings is that they're probably too good for us. Xavier says Jason Tatum got hurt tonight. Technically, I'm sorry to hear that, but if that keeps him out of the game, I will be appreciative. JV says KD might end this season with 30 points per game. That would be crazy. Roy says 10 more games. 10 more. I know we need to win, but also, Boston probably needs to win a lot less than us. If we could just get them to not be hot from three. If they're hot from three, they're probably too much for us. I don't know. I don't make the rules, guys. The reason Boston's where they are and did what they did last year. They're a great team. They're possibly the best team in the NBA. I'll let you decide. Tatum has an ankle sprain, says Laquan. Then they probably won't play him. But Jaylen Brown is very dangerous, and they have shooters everywhere. Is Porzingis my white goat? Is he healthy? We'll have to see what Nick Rich can do against him. JV says Boston is a winnable game all of a sudden. Well, let's take a look here. Let's click on the game here. Final boss Roy Maivia with the 199 dono says, as Coach Kevin B used to say, one game at a time. True, and I just, the way we have been winning lately, I feel a little silly saying we can't beat the Celtics, but it's like, this is the Celtics. Let's have some gosh darn respect. All right? Sam Hauser, but see, look, it says Tatum's coming back. Estimated return date 26th. What does that tell you, folks? Hauser coming back. Xavier Tillman coming back. Al Horford, he's coming back. He's coming back. And Al Horford is an old man problem for the Suns. Beal says he's going to come back. Oh, God. Beal needs to get a win with the Suns when he comes back because the allegations are going to be damning if we don't win with him. Like, coming back and beating the Celtics with Bradley Beal would shut a lot of people, including myself, up about this whole we're 14-3 now without Beal. Matt says if Beal takes Allen's minutes, that's perfectly fine. You're right. Because Allen isn't really hot and heavy in the rotation right now anyways. So it's not like we're taking too much out or anything out. Well, JV, I mean, he's been out long enough. If he's 100% healthy, I want to see what he has because it is Bradley Beal. He can still get to the rim. He can hit threes. He was scoring well before he went out. He just, think back, guys. He was scoring well. He was. And if he can give us a boost off the bench, I want it. If he can't, bench him. Put him back on the bench. We have zero tolerance policy right now for poor performances from anyone. If Bud can bench Plumlee, he can damn sure bench Beal. Yeah, he can, Brad. Come on, he can score. Go back and look at his scoring performances in the last 5-6 games before he went out injured. He was cooking. We weren't winning, but we weren't playing like this, and we weren't playing Ryan Dunn, and we weren't playing Oso, and we were playing Plumlee, and we weren't playing Nick Richards. There's a lot of other things that I think are involved in it. You know? And I want him playing defense, JV. I want to see that dog that he was last season on defense. If he could just give me that, I'll take back everything I've said about Beal. But until he's sacrificing for the team on defense again, I don't believe that he is, that helpful to winning. We'll see. Yeah, Matt, because it's not like Allen and Tyus are really closing the door on playing Beal, right? But Burner, I do have to give Bud credit. We know that's his favorite baby boy, and he didn't play him. He kept giving Oso the minutes, and I respect that. It's better late than never. If we're going to be angry at Bud for doing the wrong thing, we do have to give him credit for when he does the right thing, as rare as that may be sometimes. We are at home for this Boston game, by the way. That's crazy. Because I said 35-65, and look what the ESPN predictor has it. That's crazy. I guess I should get money from ESPN. They should let me predict their games. JV says it's that statement he made before the Wolves series. Well, what statement? Because the only statement I remember during the Wolves season the Wolves series was, "I'll be damned if I'm gonna get swept," and then got swept. We got a lot of really bad. Yeah, but he didn't say that in the beginning. He said that midway through. Okay, yeah. I'll be damned if I'm going to get swept. Well, you're damned. You're damned. Whatever that means. He was damned. He really was. Going forward. Yeah, Ant just destroyed him, abused him. It's not fair. It's Bradley Beal's in his 30s now. He's 31 or 32 or whatever. And he's guarding the most electric, the most athletic, the bounciest, the smoothest young buck on the block. And he's supposed to 1v1 his ass and stop him when he's given his all on defense, but he ain't no stopper. He never was a stopper. That's not what he's known for. He's a killer. Mirage Sundo paid a little bit of lip service to me and us and said that he's thinking he's gonna watch Severance because some other friends, probably some white friends, told him it was good. He's saying he might, so we'll see. Why do we have WWE terms when talking about players? I mean, they're universal. Roy says he's watching Severance. Where are you? Not that kind of lip service, burner. I'm glad YouTube doesn't have a squirt bottle emoji because you abuse it. Isaac says, I don't like how Beal talks but doesn't produce. I agree. Ah, damn it. There is one. Damn it. I don't think that's what that was meant for. And why are you doing baby bottles, Roy? No, I'm in the Central Time Zone, Asia. I'm in Texas. Oh, for baby Beal. Okay. JV says, I don't know why Book doesn't take the Ant matchup personally. I think what it really was we didn't have anyone to defend Ant. They had a plethora and a barrage of players to guard Book. Namely, Jaden McDaniels, a clamper, a Benedict Clamper snatch of a player. Whereas we didn't have Ryan Dunn to try to clamp Ant. So it just looks really bad. You know? Isaac said, kind of like DA said he was the number one pick the whole time. That was determined to be a lot. You know, DA said a lot of things. DA reminded me of Shaq in one way, and it wasn't on the court. It was his empty promises, his empty threats, his bloviating, his setting the expectations way higher than they needed to be. Remember when right as I became a Suns fan, like the day of, might have been the moment, and this is hilarious. This is not a something to brag about, okay? So I was going to Suns games, watching a lot of Suns games, really enjoying the way Nash and them played. Who doesn't? And then they trade for Shaq, and I'd always been a big Shaq fan, so it just felt like fate. Like and I didn't have a favorite team for like almost a decade. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm becoming a Suns fan. We just got Shaq, and then they were playing, and Shaq hadn't joined the team yet, but he was at the game. And he goes, they interview him, and he's like, you know, what do you have to say about them saying, you know, you're past your prime or something. And he's like, oh, I didn't realize my camera went away. My bad. I'll try to fix it. He goes, when I get angry, I win championships. And then everybody thought, oh, Shaq's going to win us a championship. And then we could never get past the Spurs. That's the type of shit your boy Ayton would do. I'm shooting middies. I'm shooting threes like middies. I'm going to be... But then he was scared to death to even attempt to shoot a midi. Made no sense. Okay. There we go. I got a Tesla battery for it, and I got a Tesla engine. Stands out of bounds watching Joker get 17 uninterrupted tip-ins. What else did Ayton say? Me and Book about to be the new Kobe and Shaq. He literally said that. Yeah, good question. What's going on with DA in Portland? Because I haven't heard any hooting nor hollering. Let me look, Asia. Yeah, so they're in Dallas. I'm in Austin. I know. I told them, like, next time I go up there for a Bears game, hopefully they're going for a Cowboys. We can meet up or whatever. Hummer-sized car with a Prius motor. Goated said, I'm going to keep, if we keep it at $1, all these guys talk hella smack on the court. You can literally see it and sometimes hear them. Yeah, but it's like when you say it to the media and you get it on tape and it's like crystal clear in 4K and it can be replayed. You know, starts to look bad, starts to feel bad. When Book says, I don't know how with all due respect, I don't know how anyone's going to guard us. And I'm going to be upset if anyone takes us past 5 games or past 4 games or some shit. It's like, why would you even say that? Just on the off chance that we get some bad luck, you don't want to say things like that people can hang over your head. But they're young. They're filled with testosterone. All right? Kiwi says injured and Klingon is playing over him. Okay. I'll have to ask Tori if it's a Fugazi injury or if he really can't go. Because they might just have moved on to Klingon and keeping him healthy for a trade in the offseason. I wonder how many more years he has on that max deal. Anyways, guys, we are on to the Smeltics. This is way scarier than the Cleveland game. I was scared of Cleveland. I'll be honest. Terrified, you could say. But I'm mortified. Metro, if you rewatch this, look up the word mortified in the dictionary. You little bozo. I am petrified of this Celtics team. So, we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to try to make a video tonight for your Phoenix Suns. If you don't mind, could you leave a comment after I end the stream telling me what I should make the video about? Like, what aspect about it do you think's the most pertinent? Baby Metro, look up pertinent since you're 5 years old. If you can read. Suns win! We're on to the Celtics, baby! And we're fitting to take out the whole East, baby! Who's y'all's top teams? The Celtics? Nah. The Bucks? Nah. And you know we beat the brakes off them Fugazi-ass Cavs. And Ryan Dunn's gonna posterize KP. Suns win! Suns